quote tweets, I quote policy. You want moments, I want honesty. You want ego boosts and virality. I want mutual aid and stronger communities. That's the difference between you and me. See the problem? Different type timing. You came for clips, I came for alignment. Capital this, socialism that. Half these dudes can't define what they yelling in caps. Talking about free market while wages collapse. I watch your pivot arrive, I make it visible live. But this ain't never gonna be a place where evidence dies. You came all the way to be Santana for internet rep, while the whole chat waiting to see who got checked. Next, welcome to the ring now. Yeah, talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. No. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah, got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah, welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts ain't got milk for these old donuts. So pipe down, you might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. Yeah, welcome to Sparring with Santana.
Yeah.
Bring your sources,
please,
or bring excuses, whatever.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter either way. You're about to get cooked. You should know who I am by now.
Hey. Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters, or shall I say tonight, 2-on-1 debates with Trump supporters, or how many ever you asshats decide to actually come in and debate. I don't care. It's fine. We got this. We're going to get active here. This is Sparring with Santana. So if you are someone that for some reason thinks what's going on within the justice system is somehow just, if you're someone that actually believes that there isn't a 3-tier, yes, I said 3-tier, not 2-tier, because you can talk about wealth, right? Wealth is absolutely a thing. But if you don't see the difference in what's happening when it comes to Black people and how Black people are quote unquote held accountable when it comes to justice versus white people, hell, you're just not seeing it, right? You're missing the entire subject. You're missing it all. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get active here. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything or disagree with the background. I gotta get that. I gotta workshop that. Don't worry, I'll get it down pat. But I have to introduce my special co-host, the one, the only, the indomitable, the indubitable. Watch my legs. What up, Sean?
Little old me?
Yeah.
Little old me? Oh my gosh, stop it. Cut it out.
Yeah. We got you set up over, like, okay, they can see you on the YouTube, they can see you on Twitch, Kick, Instagram, they can see you everywhere. Sean, we're locked in. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad. Thank you. I want to tell you thank you for doing this. This is awesome. This is amazing. When I brought this to you, I was like, I feel like we got to do this. I feel like this is something we have to do. One, because of it's such a hot topic right now, but two, because if we don't, I feel as though, I was talking to Jeff earlier, I feel as though if we don't talk about it, the wrong people will be talking about it. And that narrative, the narrative that you create by talking about something such as like hot topics or whatever are how you create propaganda. It's how you create like this uniform thought around things, especially when it goes uncontested. And I've seen so many people, even people who are like, quote unquote, on our side, no tea, no shade to nobody. I ain't gonna say no names, but making horrible arguments about both of these cases. And they're supposedly like on our side. And I'm just like, I understand you're trying, and I appreciate that, but let some big dogs show you how it's done.
Let's do it. Listen, I think it's time to make sure that we roll this out, because the funny thing is people will pretend as if what happened with Carmelo Anthony is quote unquote just, but at the same time, they'll, donate to Chud the Builder, or hell, they'll say, well, Kyle Rittenhouse, he had a right to defend himself. Well, George Zimmerman, well, maybe George Floyd has some substance in his system, just all kind of weird shit. So we're going to get into it. So that being said, only request up if you are at hell. I'm going to throw Trump supporters out there all night, Sean. One, because it's muscle memory. Two, because I am positive that they're on the wrong side of history. So I'm just going to go ahead and, throw that blanket statement out there. Or if you disagree with the background, which is the only reason you think Carmelo Anthony is guilty is because he's black. And the only reason you think Chud the Builder is innocent is because you hate black people. Facts. Let's see what happens, Sean.
Let's see what happens. Should we give some background on the cases, by the way, while we're here?
No. We can do it in between people requesting up. We don't want to give it away. I don't know if this person's going to load. I will say, if you are over on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, and you would like to debate the topic, go ahead and hit that request button. You don't have to leave your safe space. You don't have to leave where you are. Just go ahead and click that button and you can come up and get your debate on. I don't think this person is going to load. Drop this. Is there someone thumb thugging? What's this? I'm wrong to say they're both guilty, but Chud is more guilty. Yeah, ref, you're wrong. You're wrong if you say both of them are guilty, but Chud is more guilty. But if you disagree, come up here. Let's talk about it. If you disagree with any of that, get up here. Let's talk about it. Hi, you just have a bunch of stars. Are you a quote unquote Trump supporter, or disagree with something, or disagree with the background?
I'm not a Trump supporter, but I do believe that Carmelo Anthony is guilty.
Okay. All right. Well, we will get into that. Just FYI, I can't see what your username is. So what would you like for me to call you?
You can just call me Alex.
Alex. All right. Perfect. Alex, we're going to go ahead and get started here. But before we do, question. Do you know who I am?
Yes, I actually follow you, Dean, and Parker. I believe in a lot of stuff that you guys do, but I just don't agree with that Carmelo Anthony is innocent.
Oh, okay. Do you know who Sean is?
I do not, unfortunately.
Okay. Listen, would you mind if I give you a quick introduction to not only who I am, but what this is?
No, I don't mind at all. I love what you do.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and get active.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana 2-on-1 debates, or 2-on-2, or hell, 2-on-3, whatever. Debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with the background. I am Santana. And like I said, this evening I got my special co-host, Sean. Watch my legs. Sean and I are going to actually be debating all night. So guys, make sure you're doing all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart. Me, it's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. If you like to support the live as well, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. But guys, also don't forget, we got Sean here. And if you take a look at the background where it says support us, we have Sean's pay links there, which is Watch My Legs. If you take a look at the poll, I know the mods have it running in the poll. Please make sure we're showing Sean some love as well. All right, Alex. So you said that you disagree with the premise that Carmelo Anthony is innocent. Tell me why you say that.
Well, I may not be properly educated, and that's kind of why I came up here. But from what I understand, Carmelo Anthony was in the tent of, I'm blanking on his name, the other dude, and he said verbatim, "You're going to have to make me leave 10 plus times And then when the other guy walked up to him and attempted to make him leave, he was stabbed and killed. That's about what I know.
Okay. So the premise is, as far as like he was there, they were like, oh, you gotta leave, you gotta make me leave 10 plus times, boom, you stab and kill. Anything else, any other context, anything else that you know that would give you more perspective on the case?
I know that Austin Metcalf's, I saw it in the chat, his dad is very racist, so I get where you're coming from.
Oh, don't worry about the chat. Don't worry about the chat. I just want to know what you know.
Yeah, I mean, I know I saw this before I came on here. Like his dad, he said all sorts of racist bigotry, and I don't agree with that at all. But I think that the case has to be separated from the social scene.
Okay. Let's start here. When it comes to the premises, as far as like Carmelo Anthony or Chud the Builder, any pushback at all when it comes to Chud in his case?
Absolutely. I think Chud should be locked up for as long as they legally can.
Okay. All right. Perfect. When it comes to Carmelo Anthony, what is your current take on stand your ground?
I support stand your ground laws, but I don't know if it, I mean, I'm not all the way informed on the case, but from what I know, I don't think that's
the thing that's kind of clicking in my head, and I didn't want to go there yet, but I mean, I will say this. Do you think that like making an actual, let's say, not assumption, but a determination on a case without knowing the facts, without knowing all the information, do you think that could lead you to a situation where you would have an opinion that is not only like incorrect, but just improperly formed?
Yeah, I think so. And that's kind of why I'm coming up here, because I want to have the open debate to be more informed.
Okay. Well, so I'll say this. I mean, this isn't necessarily a situation where we're looking to like educate people on the case. It's more so we're looking to debate someone who completely believes what they believe. But what I will say is, first and foremost, I think that if you take a look at where the case happened, if you take a look at the parameters and things that have happened leading up to the conflict, I think there's a lot of things that you would need to know in order to actually make a proper assessment. But you know what? I'm going to do this. Sean, I'm going to pass it over to you. I don't know if I'll let you make the call. I'll give you the floor if you want to go forward with him, or we got a couple other people in request. I don't know. Your call.
Yeah, thank you, Santana. The first thing I want to ask Alex is, what makes Go ahead. I was
just about to say, Alex, if you have your phone in the phone case, or if it's turned up, can you turn it down a little bit? You're getting a little bit of feedback.
Yeah, I apologize. Is that better?
Test. Yep, better. Go ahead, Sean.
Okay, awesome. Alex, what you said is that Carmelo Anthony said over 10 plus times, "You're going to have to make me leave." I don't understand why that would constitute as something that wouldn't be a part of stand your ground. Can you explain why that wouldn't be a part of stand your ground?
Well, I think that he was basically like kind of looking for a problem by standing there after being asked to leave, and then he didn't leave. I think he was sort of looking for a problem, because I don't know why he would have been there. Who approached who? Well, Carmelo Anthony was under the tent, but then
who approached
Austin Metcalf approached him.
What did Austin Metcalf approach him for?
I think it was to make him leave, to make him get out of the tent.
Okay. So then Austin initiated the situation.
I think he initiated the physical altercation, but let me give you a sort of a hypothetical.
Well, he initiated the entire situation. If I'm sitting down in the park and you walk up to me and start a conversation, you started the conversation, correct?
Yes, but let me preface here. Like,
Excellent.
if I'm sitting across the same park and I'm like, "Hey, you don't want me here? Then make me leave. Make me leave. Get me out of here." Then
Did
I'm
I
not
walk up to
moving.
you and tell you to leave?
I mean, from what I understand, they were already Austin Metcalf and his group were telling Carmelo Anthony to leave.
So they initiated the initial situation.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, excellent. So explain to me how, if Austin Metcalf initiated the situation, how Carmelo Anthony was quote unquote looking for trouble.
Well, I think if you're telling somebody that you're gonna have to use physical force in order to make me do something,
He didn't say you have to use
that's-
physical force. He said you're going to have to make me leave.
I think that kind
Also,
of.
wait, hold on. I want to
implies-
jump in there for a second because is it your premise that that people should have the right to actually infringe on other people?
From what, no, but from what I understand.
So wait. So if people don't have the right to actually infringe or impede on other people, then making a statement, even if he did quote unquote say you're going to have to make me leave or forcefully remove me, then I mean, how does that actually create any type of how does that create any type of negative stance from the person who's saying like, hey, I have bodily autonomy and I have rights, and so in order for you to actually remove me from an area where I have every right to be and access, that you're going to have to actually forcefully make me move. I'm confused as far as how that's looked at as something where, oh, that's inviting trouble.
I completely see where you're coming from there.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sean.
I don't know if I have an answer to that one. I think you got me there.
Yeah, the reason as to why I wanted this topic in particular is because it seems as though when a Black person is minding our own business, and someone doesn't want a Black person in an area, everyone tells the Black person that we have a duty to retreat, in which Texas specifically has a law called it's not called no duty to retreat. It's Texas Penal Code 9.31, but it falls under no duty to retreat. And we oftentimes use the nomenclature for that as stand your ground, because if you don't have a duty to leave the scene, you don't have a duty to leave the area, to flee the scene, you have quote unquote no duty to retreat. It is, you can stand your ground and you can defend yourself if you are lawfully in a place that you are meant to be in. And with this being a school event, he was required to be there. Because you have to attend a certain amount of school days, this counted as a school day, et cetera, et cetera. So like, I just don't see how anyone, and I know you're probably not saying this anymore, Alex, maybe you've changed your mind, I don't know. But I just don't see how someone can say something along the lines of like, Carmelo Anthony was looking for trouble, or Carmelo Anthony provoked the situation, or Carmelo Anthony initiated the situation. All of those things are just not true.
Yes. Let me ask one clarifying question before I fully change my mind. What was it in an open, like, was he fully allowed and able to be in that tent per school rules, not just the law?
Yes.
Okay. See, that I didn't know.
Not only that, and Sean, correct me if I have this wrong, because I'm pretty sure on this, but they didn't even go to the same school, right?
No, they're not correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Santana, I agree with you on almost everything you say, and I wanted to request that because I didn't think I agreed with this, but now you have changed my mind on this by educating me a little bit, and I really appreciate that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I
W,
appreciate
W
you. I
that
think
helps.
more than anything is understanding like the necessity to learn more about the case, to get the details of the case, and to really dig deeper, because there's an era of just people accepting this case as far as like, oh, they see one guy's dead, one guy's not. It's a black person. It's a black. He was 17 at the time. A young black teen, and another white teen is dead, and there's so much behind it, but there seems like there's a lack of intellectual curiosity for people to learn more about the case. They just want to make up their minds without actually educating themselves, and that's super harmful. But Sean, you know why that is, right?
Yeah, let me say one last thing before I leave here. I just like the propaganda involving these things is insane, and I think that's probably the reason why I thought that way.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it. Sean, did you want to say something to him before we drop?
No, we're good. We're good.
All right.
I just what he said at the end there. This is exactly why I wanted to do this, because the propaganda surrounding this case is incredible. The amount of white supremacy that people espouse surrounding this case, and the things, the mental gymnastics that they contort themselves into in order to talk about anything except for the law.
Yep.
Is nuts to me.
Yep. All right, we're going to keep it going again. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter, which I know you guys fall on the opposite side of this, or if you just disagree with the background, the premises. The only reason that you think CHUD, the builder, is innocent is because you hate black people. But the only reason that you think that Carmelo Anthony is guilty is because he is black. It's the dichotomy that continues to plague our society. So get up here if you disagree. W's in the chat for Just Devin for the $2 super chat to say free Carmelo Anthony, let Chud rot in prison forever. Facts. W's in the chat as well. Excuse me. W's in the chat as well for Phoenix Eyes, who sent out a YouTube membership subscription. W's in the chat for the Tory Experience. What up, Tory Experience? For the holy smokes, you've been a YouTube member for 11 months. And he said, free Carmelo Anthony. Our community ain't letting this go. Bullies get put down. Facts. W's in the chat for the Tory Experience for the $10 super chat to say, love you, Santana. The truth is going to come out about everything. Good work. Thank you. W's in the chat for Trey for the $5 super chat to say, and Carmelo, who's actually friends with someone who went to that school and who was also there, which was partly why he was in the tent. Yeah. Like, again, there's so many other factors around that people don't understand. Again, if anyone else likes Support the Live, you could do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Make sure we're taking care of Sean because Sean is here. Sean, pay links are Watch My Legs. And you can hit those. Those are also in the poll running. So please, please, please make sure that you take care of Sean. Hi, Lizzie. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with the background? Lizzie, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with the background? Okay, I think that was an accident. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Debbie's in the chat for Jose for the $1 donation, Sam, from a fellow Washingtonian. What's good, Santana? It's good to see you live in the blue state. I know that's right. I'm happy to be back in Washington State as well. Debbie's in the chat for Jose. Hi, Real. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with the background?
Yeah, I am that.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I'm a Trump supporter.
I can barely hear you.
It's my friend.
There's a lot of background noise, but I can hear him better now.
Yeah, can you say something else, Real?
Realio?
Realio going once?
Yeah.
Realio going twice?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and block you. You're not even a good troll. Like I don't even understand what was that. Like that wasn't even a good troll. It's just you're just being weird.
Just 20 minutes of silence and then a random like,
right, and he followed me. So well.
He followed you. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hi. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with the background?
Well, I disagree with the background.
Okay.
Why did Trump supporter?
Say it again, Sean?
You know I voted for Chase. You know I voted for Chase Oliver. I never voted for Trump. You know that.
You do support Trump. But go ahead. What did you disagree with about the background?
Well, I mean, it just feels good to be right. I remember last year you said that Carmelo was going to be acquitted undeniably, and we saw that wasn't true. I think
don't nobody give a fuck about none of that shit. That's not actually telling us why you disagree with the background.
Let him say the whole thing. Let him say the whole thing.
I want to hear his point. I want you to streamline this one for me.
Well, the real villain here is Dominique Alexander. How he was the off-brand Al Sharpton and took advantage of that family. Obviously, the Kala Hayes and Carmelo's father were very susceptible to influence. And he just used that family, abused the community, and he should be held accountable by both black and white people.
Do you disagree with the background here?
Hello?
Hello?
I said, do you disagree with the background here? Can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Through? White dude. Can they hear us? Is there like an audio thing?
It shouldn't chat.
I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you before.
Okay. Do you disagree with the background here?
The background, CHUD the builder attempted to secret stream.
You have bars.
Changing.
Yeah, the back.
It said the background says that you believe that Carmelo Anthony was guilty because he's black, and you believe that CHUD the builder is innocent because you hate black people.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, I believe Carmelo Anthony was guilty because he murdered somebody. I don't think black or white has anything to do with it. I think you got a fair trial. I mean, the jury was a representation of Collin County. It's only 10%. It's less than 10% black. More Asians and Hispanics in the county. Was that an actual
depiction of a jury of his peers?
Yeah, well, yes, since all the black jurors disqualified themselves by admitting that they would not be able to send him to prison. And the jury pool is going to be
let's
less.
Go ahead.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't. The only reason is you don't even know the reason as to why they were disqualified. This is what I mean by the propaganda. This is a propagandist lie about the jury. And when it comes to people, just what's Cuba's rate of medical tourism?
One second, Sean. Hey. I understand that you have some type of background or exchange with Sean or whatever. That's cool. But this is Sparring with Santana. So I'm going to say this. Please shut the hell up and stop talking over people. Have impulse control. You have bars. So go one at a time. Sean.
Yeah, so the propaganda about the jury is absolutely insane. But let's just do this. Let's just go straight to the case, right? What law did Carmelo break?
So Carmelo, he was convicted of first-degree murder.
Sure, on the grounds of breaking the penal code.
You going back to this? Boy, it's been so long since I saw that. I can't remember.
Okay. What
the actual
if you don't know the penal code that he broke,
was.
And I don't understand how you could possibly say that he's guilty in any way, shape, or form. Like,
well, I guess he's innocent. He's going to go free.
Well, he did put up an appeal, yes, but I just want to know what penal code he broke that constitutes him doing the action of murder.
Well, so, you know, we say the words here.
Oh, doing the act of murder.
Oh, you can say murder here?
If you don't,
No,
this
not
is
you,
what I mean.
asshat. Only Sean. Go ahead, Sean.
This is what I mean. Like you're not engaging with the penal code. This is why one big reason as to why, because we have people who believe that Carmelo is guilty simply because he is black. They don't know anything about the law. They don't know anything about the penal codes that were broken. In order for something to be murder, you have to break a penal code whilst in the action of killing another person. You can't tell me what penal code Carmelo Anthony broke because he didn't break one. And you know that. And instead of saying he didn't break a penal code, he was convicted because he's black, and I believe he's guilty because I'm racist. You rather just say a bunch of nonsense about the jury. You rather say that he had a fair trial. You rather pretend as if people exploited other people. You don't want to talk about anything. Like, get out of here. Get out of here, oh, please.
Not looking that hard. You're welcome.
What?
Welcome for what?
Penal Code 19-02.
19-02. Let's find it. 19-02. Can you find that for me?
Yep.
Santana?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way for us to put it on the screen?
19-2. Let's see.
Is there a way for us to put it
Government
on the
offense on it.
screen?
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Section Penal Code Chapter 1919.02 murder. Right? That's what you're talking about?
Yes, not D, not the appendage.
Yeah. Give me a second. Sean, I'm going to cut your camera off here for a second because it's going to get kind of funny when I do this, but we'll get you back here. Oh, I didn't have to do that. Just took me off, but it's fine. All right. Boom. And then we're going to do this. And boop.
Beautiful.
All right. In this section, the adequate clause means cause that would not clause. Adequate cause means a cause that would commonly produce a degree of anger, rage, resentment, or terror in a person of ordinary temper, sufficient to render the mind incapable of cool reflection. Is this what you were talking about? Oh, he swiped out.
He's probably reading. This is his first time reading it, and this is beautiful. The first time people are ever reading anything. No, you haven't.
Well,
but okay, what part are you talking about?
I know what you're going to say. There's a difference between verba legis and verba regis, the spirit of a law versus the letter of a law. That the spirit of a law has how a law is interpreted.
What part of this law did he break at all?
He caused the unaliving of another human being intentionally. Any reasonable person would know that action would result in bodily harm.
What?
Yeah,
his
intentionally
action,
causing intentionally causing the unaliving of a person is not illegal in Texas. But I just want you to tell me what part of the penal code, because we have the penal code up here. It has sections and subsections. Tell me what part of the penal code he broke.
It's in self-defense. It wasn't sudden. It was adequate cause.
You're not okay. So it's section.
They tried to give him sudden. They tried to give him sudden passion.
Hold on. Stop talking. Santana, can you scroll down to section D so we can read it? For anyone who is having a hard time reading this in particular, Texas Constitution uses Courier New, which is typewriter. It's a typewriter font. It can be really loud to some people, and it's really hard. Like, I know it sounds weird, words are loud, but it feels like that when you look at them.
Yeah,
so it might be hard for you to read.
Font. That feels a little bit better.
Okay, cool. If you're having a hard time reading this, you can also go to findlaw.com. We're looking at right now Texas Penal Code 1902 under it's just, I think Fine Law uses Lucidia Sans, which is a taller font, it's less loud. But let's read subsection D. At the punishment stage of a trial, oh wait, is this right? Yes. At the punishment stage of a trial, the defendant may raise the issue as to whether or not he caused death under the immediate influence or sudden passion arising from adequate cause. If the defendant proves the issue, this isn't right. You couldn't this can't possibly be what you're talking about, right?
No, that's what the question is usually raised to exonerate him, the Section D, which obviously wasn't the case.
What are you talking about? I'm asking you. Hold on. It wasn't sudden passion. It was self-defense. It was standing your ground. It was no duty to retreat within Texas under Penal Code 9.31. But I just want to know what statute.
Guideline.
I want you to. He wasn't acting irrationally on the basis of someone else's actions. He was acting rationally. That's the point of the self-defense. But I want you to tell me what penal code he broke in order to constitute his behavior as murder. That's what you were supposed to do.
Oh, well. What to tell you, Shauna?
So you don't know?
I mean, I gave you. It's just asked and answered. If it's
it's really not. It's not. I mean, we looked at what you brought up. Like I put it on the screen, and this is not the fucking answer.
That was what he was charged with. That's what a jury convicted him of. I mean, I don't know how many times you want to hear it. I know you want to hear a different outcome, but it's
so they convicted him of section 19.02 for the adequate cause. Fucking donut. Guys, keep tapping the screen, share the live. Let's go ahead and knock out the heart puffs, the pink heart puffs of the gift gold. Knock those out. Make sure that if you're over on YouTube, hey, hit that thumbs up. We should have as many thumbs up as we have people watching. 1,000 people hanging out here on TikTok. Request up if you are a Trump supporter or if you disagree with the background. Do you not hear me speaking?
Stop doing that. Come on.
I just gave you a follow. You're welcome.
Okay, you don't have to announce it, but
also like, yeah, I don't know, like if you
sometimes if you don't pat yourself
hey, shut the fuck up. I don't understand. Like, I don't know if it's because you're new here or whatever the case may be, but while I'm speaking, you don't speak. Like, we do impulse control. Like, I don't know what you're used to or whatever the fuck, but like, this isn't that. That being said, keep tapping the screen, guys. Make sure that you're doing all the wonderful things. Make sure that you are hitting the pay links. I haven't heard Sean say thank you yet at all. And Sean's up here doing some heavy lifting. So please, please, please make sure that you're hitting the pay links for Sean. It's Watch My Legs. W's in the chat for Bear, who sent a $19.99 YouTube super chat to say Chud is a racist sack of used cat litter and a beer-soaked cigarette butt. I'm spitting fire, and you nailed it, Santana. The law in the country is broke as F. I don't know. I kind of think that it's working the way as they tried to make it work. I kind of think that's what's happening. Dubs in chat for Tori. Hey, Tori, who sent a $20 super chat to say the caucasity of these people. I know, Tori. I don't know what the fuck is happening. The caucasity. W's in the chat, guys. Again, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Pay links and links are in the bio. But again, please, please, please make sure that we are taking care of Sean. All right. Sean, are you still talking to this white dude guy? Like, what are we doing?
Well, if he doesn't have a statute, then I don't see
great live, man. I really appreciate you followed it and was tapping. So you guys have a good night. God bless you guys.
Cool. Praise Jeebus.
I got a W for Tess. I really do appreciate you for the 25 on Vimo. So thank you for doing this with Santana. As a person who lives near this case, it hurts so bad. The progression as this case went along. Free Carmelo. And by the way, YouTube loves your mic. You're amazing. Thank you, YouTube. W to YouTube out there. Shout out to Twitch, by the way. We love Twitch. Shout out to Twitch.
We do love Twitch. I got some I got some thank yous to say to Twitch in just a moment, but you know, we'll get to it. There we go. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with the background. We're looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with the background. We're only looking for some debates.
Yeah, the reason, like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like the last person who was up here, I mean, he's always caused like a lot of trouble, but this is a big issue where people don't want to examine the law at all. Because people tend to forget the exonerated 5 were also convicted guilty, by the way. And so like 50% of exonerations in the United States are Black people. Black people make up 50% of the exonerations. This is not by accident. It's because Black people are 7 times more likely, and this is part of the case. Matter of fact, I'm going to send you this, Santana, and see if you can pull this up on the screen. One of the big points that me and my brothers like to talk about is that Black people are 7.5 times more likely to be convicted of convicted of a murder that we did not commit.
Hi, Pastor. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with the background?
Man, please don't ask me that question. I'm not a Trump supporter.
Do you disagree with the background?
No, I don't disagree with the background.
Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background or disagree with the background. We're only looking for some debates. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with the background?
For me, it's the background, but no, not Trump.
Okay. Do you want us to call you Pigeon?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Turn my TV down.
Or I mean, like, or is there something else you'd rather we call you?
Pigeon is fine.
Okay. All right. Really quick. Debbie's in the chat for Holly. Hey, Holly, who sent a $5 donation and said, fun fact, I got kicked out of jury duty the last time I got kicked out of jury duty the last time I was picked because I was told the judge I wouldn't serve a system I couldn't believe in. Debbie's in the chat for you. I'll hold my thoughts. Pigeon, what do you disagree with the background? Is it the portion with Carmelo Anthony, the portion with CHUD the Builder?
Yeah,
what
it's
exactly?
only that one. I have 2 thoughts on that, right? I think for one, now you know I'm not like a bigot. CHUD the Builder is a horrible person. I'm glad he's in prison. I'm glad he's crying in court. The guy's a scumbag. For me though, I'm very much with conflict though on the Carmelo case because I think that a lot of people who are racist and white especially are exploiting Austin's, unaliving to demonize all Black people, right? And I think as a Black person, I'm Black by the way, we see us taking L's oftentimes in history and current times of media, and we want to see like a success story, but I do think Carmelo overreacted with the poking, but I'm definitely open to my mind being changed. I could be completely wrong. But where I see it now is like, these people were on a school, not school grounds, but they were like at a school associated event, and fights happened outside of schools. I think a poking is not a good response to a shove, but also he could have been scared for his life. He could have been feared, and a lot of Black youth, they don't get considered as being scared for their life when they're Black, So there's also that thing too. So there's a lot I'm trying to that's up there.
Okay. All right, I want to start here because I do have a question for you. Pigeon, approximately how old are you?
I'm 30.
30? Do you have any kids?
Not right now.
Do you want to have kids one day?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What would you do to one day protect your future kids? Are you willing to would there be any limits that you would put on defending your future children?
If I know for sure that my kids' life are in danger, or even family, right? I have no limits there.
That's not the question. Because the pretend as if we know the true limits or extent of how something can happen, I think that's hubris, right? because you can think that a situation is it requires X amount of force, but then the entire situation can escalate quicker than expected. So pretending as if like there's this like way that we can ensure that we properly use whatever means that are necessary to just stop a certain situation and not go beyond. I think that's hubris. So again, the question is there anything that you wouldn't do to protect your children?
I would say, like, protecting my kids, though, doesn't give me like permission to unless my after any conflict. I think there are limits, right? The threat to be immediate, serious, and the response has to be proportionate.
Okay.
If somebody's trying to actively unalive like my family and children, that's one combo. But two kids are arguing, pushing, and fighting at a school event, I don't think that the poking someone in the chest though and call that protection.
I think you're still not hearing the question. I'm not saying, do you think that what happened with the Carmelo Anthony situation was warranted? I'm not saying like super hypothetical situations where this, that, or the third may have occurred with your family. I'm saying specifically your future children. Is there anything that you would or wouldn't do to keep them safe? Where's the line when it comes to you wanting to keep your future children safe?
I mean, for me, I would not do literally anything. Literally, I would do anything morally necessary to keep my kids safe. I would risk my body, right? My freedom, my comfort, and maybe even my life to protect them. But I would not intentionally harm somebody who's innocent.
You said you would or you wouldn't?
I would not harm somebody who's innocent or torture.
No, you
somebody
said you would or you wouldn't risk your freedom and comfort.
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess the question then, what about you, right? Where's the limit for yourself? Where do you say like, like I'm not willing to protect myself or defend myself? Like, where's the limit for you?
Also, like, to answer that first, last part, I also want to like low key reject the word anything. I do like anything necessary, but like not anything imaginable. That makes sense.
What do you mean?
And so I don't have a limit like where I say I'm not going to defend myself. I'm willing to defend myself fully, but there's a limit on what counts as defense. So if somebody is actively trying to like hurt or unalive me, I'm going to do what I need to do to survive. But the threat stops. My need to justify that stops too. They back away, fall down, run away, or no longer a threat. I don't get to keep hurting them.
What if the only way to neutralize the threat is to actually neutralize the threat? Because I mean, you're sitting here and you're pretending. Okay, so the problem that I have with what you're saying is you're putting some type of subjective morality on a situation that is one, in the moment, right? Two, just because you didn't feel like the actual level that it rose to was justified does not mean that Carmelo Anthony in that moment didn't feel that it was justified. Because if we're talking about feelings, then we're talking about how he felt, right? And if he felt like this was necessary to defend himself and to protect his life, then by the means of what you're saying, like, then this was justified to protect his life, right? Because that's what you're saying. You're saying that if you felt like your life was in danger and you needed to actually escalate to a certain level, then you would do that. So, like, aren't we just talking about you actually projecting your morality on someone else who was in a life or death situation by their thought process?
No, I heard you. I got to connect to Wi-Fi. I think I'm a bit lagging behind, but I did hear what you said. So, I mean, that's a good question.
Because I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I am very much of the mindset that I am not someone who seeks conflict. Right? I don't seek conflict. I don't seek to actually start things, but I am someone who absolutely believes in finishing things. Right? And
Yeah,
I've always said that I'm way more Malcolm X than I am Martin Luther King. So I don't believe in just quote unquote turning the other cheek. I do believe that if someone puts their hands on you, then you should put them in the ground. That's my position, right? And that's my personal position. So if someone engages me and they actually put me in a position where I feel like I am being threatened, if they put their hands on me, especially, listen, I'm going to be honest, a white person in America, a white man in America, especially now, but throughout the history of our country, has shown a propensity to take the life of black people, black men, because they know, one, they can get away with it, and two, they know for a fact that black men's lives are not valued. And so I know for a fact that if someone that comes at me, specifically a white man, looking to engage in conflict, then I know that I have to defend myself by any means necessary. And the force that the person will receive will not just be quote unquote equal. It will be whatever is necessary until I feel like I am no longer threatened.
I don't believe that. Personally, I think it's very much contextual. And also, I'm not really projecting my morality onto, Carmelo, right? I'm more so applying a standard. So fear does explain why someone acted, but it doesn't really inherently justify what they did, right? And that's why I'm not really a big fan of like the he felt scared, right? Because what the hell? Because that standard has to be like, right, the fear has to be reasonable and immediate, like, and was that force proportionate?
I'm not saying that's my standard. You told me that was your standard.
No, that's not what my standard is.
You literally said that if you felt like someone was trying to take your life, then you would do whatever necessary to stop it, which means you would take their life, right?
You're right. You're right on that. So let me get my word more
okay.
precise.
So what you just said, what you just said though, what you just said though is that if you felt like there's a situation, which again, this is subjective, and you felt like someone was trying to take your life, then you would do whatever's necessary, i.e. you would even be willing to take their life. So again, if Carmelo Anthony felt that he was in a situation where someone was trying to take his life, and it's reasonable, not only due with the fact that the history of what's happening throughout the United States of America, the history of how black people have literally been getting killed and lynched, even more so since Donald Trump administration has returned back to office. And you talk about the history of Texas, all of these factors speak to the fact that Carmelo Anthony's life was absolutely in danger, even if you think that it was just a high school fight. Hey, have you ever heard about do you know where Yulee, Florida is? I'm sorry, not Florida, Yulee, Georgia. Do you know Yulee, Georgia?
I know Georgia, but not Yulee.
Okay. Yulee, Georgia is right on the line of Florida and Georgia. Down in I'm sorry, God dang, why am I saying Yulee? Valdosta. That's what I was looking for. Valdosta. You know Valdosta, Georgia?
No.
Okay. So Valdosta, Georgia, there was a case down in Valdosta, Georgia, where a young black teen was found rolled up. Trigger warning. Sorry. Trigger warning.
Yeah, I did know this. I've heard about this.
Trigger warning. All right. A black teen was wrapped up in a mat in a high school gym, right? And dead. And it all goes back to the fact that there still hasn't been anyone charged for it. They said that, he did it to himself, blah, 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 blah. But the information that's related to it goes back to the law enforcement from the kids. The kid's dad is connected with like the police and all this other stuff. So the point that I'm trying to get to is when you talk about these like high school scuffles and fights and all this other stuff, this can escalate to the point where people lose their lives quickly. And so just because you think in that moment it might not be adequate force does not mean that, the young black kids aren't in jeopardy of losing their lives.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that case now. and it was covered up, I believe, by I think someone had an officer of the law.
The potential kid's dad was a sheriff, and then he's in leagues
right.
like they know the FBI, all kind of shit. But yeah, Sean, I'm gonna pass it over to you.
A couple things that were said were really interesting. I just let me ask this: because I looked at the Carmelo Anthony case, like inside and outside, and I have never seen the word proportionate in Texas Penal Code ever. So I just don't know where that information comes from. Like, where does that information come from that the force needs to be quote unquote proportionate?
I want to answer that, but I want to respond to, if that's okay, to Santana, both of you, I guess. I don't want to dismiss the fear, right? And I understand why Black parents and Black kids might think like a school fight is not always just a school fight, and things can go wrong very fast. People can lie. People, and I feel that with KJ, it proves that Black families have reason to distrust systems, right? But it still does not prove that in every school conversation, a Black kid is automatically, facing an unalive threat from a white kid, right? I think that the argument Black kids should be alert and allowed to defend themselves, I agree. But my argument isn't that, or I don't agree with that Black kids have unalive and suspicious or unjust scenarios, therefore penalty force is automatically reasonable in a school scuffle. That's where I don't agree with it, right? I think the standard still has to be the facts, right? Like, what was happening in that moment? Was there a legit immediate threat of unaliving or serious injury? Was the force legit in need to stop that? So I didn't respond to Sean, this name.
Her name.
And I mean,
her name.
Her name. Yeah, my bad. I just met him now.
Her name. Now. Just Sean. Holy fuck.
My bad. Let him say a thing. I appreciate it, but let him say a thing.
My bad. Yeah, I'll remember that. Yeah, so the exact word proportionate may not be in Texas Penal Code, but the concept, I believe, is still built into that statute, right? Like,
where
Texas law says force is justified when and to a degree the actor reasonably believes it is immediately needed. So the phrase "to the degree" is doing the work people call casually proportionality. And unaliving force has even higher requirement. It's not just I was touched or I felt,
Yeah, I don't care about the mental gymnastics. It's not saying that at all in any way, shape, or form. To the degree means to whatever degree. It literally just means to whatever degree. Whatever does not mean proportionate. So if I believe that it is necessary to do a certain thing, that is to the degree I believe that it is necessary. That's what the law says. Matter of fact, let's pull it up. Santana, can we pull up Texas Penal Code 931, the self-defense code? This is actually Texas's no duty to retreat law, by the way, the stand your ground law, if you will.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me say this real quick. Debbie's in the chat for Audrey. Audrey, thank you so much for the 50-cent donation. This is the right account. And listen, you don't have to thank me for liking or reposting your video. Your video had to be awesome. And that's exactly why I liked and reposted it. Debbie's in the chat. Debbie's in the chat for Bear. Bear sent a $50 donation and said, could you please forward this on to Sean? I only have PayPal. I fucking will, Bear. W's in the chat for Bear for the $50. We'll get that $50 over to Sean. W's in the chat.
Can I have 3 W's I got. W to Holly saying, thank you for cleaning up the propaganda. I knew very little about this case, and I've learned more tonight. I really do appreciate you saying that, Holly. Thank you. Tori also said, my twists look beautiful. Thank you so much for the 20, Tori, on Vimeo. And Devin sent a $2 Vimeo and said, just wanted to say it's going to be fun watching you and Santana fry some donuts tonight. I appreciate you, Devin.
W's in the chat. Guys, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Make sure we're taking care of Sean. It's Watch My Legs on Cash App and Venmo. So make sure you hit Sean up. Watch My Legs on Cash App and Venmo. Also, Twitch. W's in the chat for Cool Cat. For the I'm drooling like always. I do life or doodling, not drooling. Holy shit. I'm doodling like always. I do life studies when you're live. Not gonna lie. That's dope. Like I always have something on when I'm listening to lives as well. And Debbie's in the chat for Lana for the 1,000 bits. Debbie's in the chat said, hope you have a good evening, Santana. I'll watch what I missed tomorrow. I know that's right. Get some sleep. It's all good. Debbie's in the chat for One Mighty Pin for the one cheer bit that said Twitch love Sean. I know that's right. Again, if anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything or disagree with the actual background, and we will get you up here. All right, Sean, you said Texas Penal Code what?
9.31.
9.31.
This is the one that we're talking about. I just want to be able to show the crowd what it is that we're talking about when we talk about it. What we're looking at is just the very first line under 9.31 Texas Penal Code for self-defense. This is what Texas would call the no duty to retreat law here. Again, if you find it hard to read Courier New, I don't know why Texas Constitution writes in Courier New, but there is findlaw.com. You can look that up under Texas Penal Code 9.31 find law. It should be the first thing that pops up. It says the exact same thing. It just uses a different font. But it said, except as provided in subsection B, a person is justified in using force against another when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the force is immediately necessary to protect the actor against another's use or attempted use of unlawful force. There is nothing about proportionality in here. There is no interpretation about proportionality. The only I will say this, the only reason as to why people say proportionality is because you believe Black people are inherently violent, and that creates like an immediate threat for white people. So if a white person attacks a Black person, you think that a Black person should only be able to use our body in order to defend ourselves. And if we use something else, then it is quote unquote disproportionate. Whereas if a white man doesn't use his body in order to defend himself, you don't see white men as inherently more violent. And so it's justified because he believed, as the law says here, he believed the force was immediately necessary. For Black people, we don't get that privilege, quote unquote, of the law.
I know that's right. Give me 2 seconds. I have to step away from this for a second because Sean is very demure, very mindful, very cutesy, but I'm not, and I am not with the fuck shit. So with that being said, for anyone who got me fucked up and think that this is Late Nights with Santana because we're on late, guess what? It's not. This is Sparring with Santana. And since this is Sparring with Santana, I don't do thumb thugs. I don't do keyboard warriors. So if you're yip yapping in the comment section, especially trying to get your racist dog whistles off and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, guess what? I'm going to mute you. I'm going to mute you. Get up here. Either say it with your chest or don't say it at all. And also don't come up here on a troll account because I don't do troll accounts. So if you try to request up with your weird ass troll account, I will block that account. Go get your main account. Get up here, say it with your chest. Anywho, I apologize, Sean.
I was going to respond. So I realized that you're only reading in 9.31, but not 9.32. So 9.31 though is not the end of it. Yeah. So 9.3, once you read, a person is justified in using force, but not Schmetley force, right?
Bro,
when and to the degree,
literally, wait, stop,
9.32 governs.
You cannot say.
Do you not know what stop means?
You cannot say.
Yeah,
listen. We just read it. Let's pull the law back up. Let's pull the law back up.
Hey, please don't speak over Sean. This is the only time I'm going to say this nicely. Shut the fuck up.
I can be cut off.
Hey, this is the only time I'm going to say this nicely.
Yeah, I'm going to cut you off.
this is the only time I'm going to say this nicely. Shut the fuck up and don't speak over Sean. Anyway, go ahead, Sean.
If you lie, I'm going to cut you off because that just shows that you're in bad faith. Don't lie and I won't cut you off. But we saw what the word said. Can we, real quick, let's just pull the law back up real quick, Santana. You can take my camera off if you need to. But we're just going to pull up the law, and everything you say, I'm going to hold you to account. So when you say not deadly force, I'm going to need you to show me here where it says not deadly force.
Where are we going?
We're in the first statute. We're right here, section A.
Yeah, no, I was talking to Pigeon. Pigeon specifically said that he has something he needs to point out.
I just weird theatrics here, but you're reading again 9.31a, which talks about force generally, but keep reading, right? The use of deadly force, I'm reading right here, is not justified under this sub. Let me find a different website. So deadly force, though, and force are different.
Wait, where
things,
are you
right?
reading?
Wait,
it's on the screen. It's on the screen. What are you reading?
9.3. I'm reading 9.32.
9.32. Okay, 1 second.
So scroll to 9.31d, actually.
Wait.
Go to
okay,
D.
so are you going to 9.32 or 9.3d?
D. So the use of deadly force, though, is not justified.
Wait. Hold on. Stop, Pigeon. Fucking stop. We have it on the screen. I'm trying to make sure I know what you're talking about. Okay, so are we going to so 9.3d? Where
he just go back to it.
We're at 9. This is 9.31.
Yeah, scroll down, please. To D. Go down to D.
So 9.31d.
Delta.
Yes, 31d.
Okay,
Delta.
you didn't say. You said 9.3d.
Okay.
So 3.1, my bad.
3.1d. Okay, see, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I want to get on the same page as you. B.
We read only one part of it.
C. All right, D. This is 9.31d. This is what you're talking about?
Yes. Can I see the D word? The use of deadly force is not justified under this subchapter, except as provided in sections 9.32, which I asked for. You told me to shut that up. So they're separate. We need to read 9.32 as well. The use of deadly force is not. The use of deadly force is not justified under this subchapter, except as provided in sections 9.32. What is
9.32, 9.33, and 9.34?
What does 9.32 say?
Separate section, right? Titled "Deadly Force in Defense of Person," not this force in general. There we go.
Okay. What does it say?
Did you not read this, or what's happening?
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. What does it say?
So, if the actor will be justified in using force against the other, section 9.31, and when into the degree the actor reasonably believes the force is immediately necessary. So 9.32
so
is
the same thing 9.31 says.
So yes, but once we're talking about enacted to the chest, we are no longer using ordinary force. We're talking about deadly force. 9.32 says deadly force has extra requirements, right? So the person has to be.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Let's pull it up. Let's pull up 9.32 Santana real quick so we can read it for the class. Because this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. All you have to
9.32?
The law. 9.32. Yeah, just go to the very next
we were
section.
just at 9.32.
Okay, right there. So 9.32.
This is
9.32. You were there. Yeah, there you are. So what it says here, mind you, I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna read 9.31 out loud. You're gonna keep 9.32 up there, right? 9.31a says, except as provided in subsection B, a person is justified in using force against another when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the force is immediately necessary to protect the actor against another person's or another's use of attempted or, it says attempted force of unlawful force. Sorry, I'm gonna read that one more time because I messed up the words. I thought it wouldn't make sense. Except for providing in subsection B, a person is justified in using force against another when and to the degree The actor reasonably believes the force is immediately necessary to protect the actor against another's use or attempted use of unlawful force. The actor believes that the force was immediately necessary, as described in this subsection, is presumed to be reasonable if the actor knew or had a reason to believe that the other person against whom the force was used unlawfully and with force entered or attempting to unlawfully and with force. It just says that doesn't make sense, but it's okay. The actor's occupied habitation, basically break into their car or vehicle or their house. And it goes on to talk about when a person is allowed to use any kind of force that they deem necessary. And the very first section says you're allowed to use the force when necessary, and when that is necessary is when someone else is using force against you. The very next section says, the very first line says, a person is justified in using deadly force against another. One, if the actor would be justified in using force against another under Section 931. They are not separate. This is not something that is separate.
It is. Go down to you skipped off a part on purpose. Look at A.
I skipped a part?
Yeah, the column. You're actually conditioned to this. I can explain too.
A person is justified in using deadly force against another, and that's the first line. The second line, we're looking at it on the screen. The words are on the screen. The second line is if the actor would be justified in using force against another under 9.31. These are not separate. The mental contortion that you're doing is wrong.
You're being dishonest right now. I lost respect for you. Scroll down, please.
I'm being dishonest by reading the words. The words are dishonest. Texas Penal Code is now dishonest, everyone. Apparently, the Penal Code is dishonest. When you read the Penal Code, apparently you're being dishonest, everyone. Apparently, when someone says that the penal codes are separate, and then you read it and it says this code is connected to this code, and you say they're not separate because they're literally connected, and there's literally a way for you to click on it and go to the other code. Like it does it say that they would be justified under 9.31?
Yes, I'm going to explain why.
Okay, excellent.
I'm going to explain why you're. I'm going to explain why you're wrong. There's more to it. So 9.22 does not say deadly force is justified. It's justified simply because you qualify under 3.51.
Yes, it
does. The force is justified if the person will be justified under force under 9.31, and two, the person reasonably believes the force is immediately necessary, and that and matters. 9.31 is only the first requirement. It gets you into the doorway, but it's not finished.
9.31 talks about
the 9.3.
Wait. When and to the degree. Let me continue. Number 2 says, listen, stop, because you're lying. You're being dishonest. Listen, let me ask this. Santana, let's do this. Santana, you see the first 3 lines in 9.32?
Can you shut the fuck up? Is your name Santana? I could have sworn you said your name's Pigeon. I checked with you when you first came in. I checked with you when you first came in. You said your name was Pigeon. So I've been calling you Pigeon the whole time. But if your name is Santana, you need to let me know. If it's not Santana, then I need you to shut the fuck up and let us get through this. Sorry, go ahead, Sean.
Actually, yes,
because he's literally using 9.31 to say that 9.32 says that you have to, like, I'm going to read 9.31 out loud.
Sorry, Sean. 1 second. Hey, Pigeon, if you interrupt me again, I'm taking it as a concession, and I'm just going to kick you because you know you're wrong. Have impulse control, be an adult, shut the fuck up, and let's get through this. If you interrupt me again, it is a concession, you lose, you get nothing, and it will be a good day, sir. So stop it. Sean?
Yeah, I'm going to read... we're going to do this real quick, right? I'm going to read 9.31 out loud. You're going to read Santana 9.32, and we're just going to tell each other if there's any difference. Is that cool?
Yep.
Awesome. Just read the first 3 lines because he's talking about 1 and 2 before it goes to the second section of A and B. 9.31 says, give me a second, it's loading. 9.31 says, except as provided in subsection B, a person is justified in using force against another when and to the degree that the actor reasonably believes the force is immediately necessary to protect the actor against the other's use or attempted use of unlawful force. Now, I need you. Don't look. I need it to be smooth. I need it to be smooth.
Okay.
Read 9.32, Texas Penal Code 9.32, 1 and 2, or 1, 2, and 3. Or what does it say? A and B.
Yeah. Okay. Holy shit.
So read subsection A 1 and 2 for 932.
A person is justified in using deadly force against another, one, if the actor would be justified in using force against the other under section 9.31, and two, when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the deadly force is immediately necessary.
What are there any appreciable differences in these words, Santana?
Well, yeah. I mean, like if we're going to be super technical, what I read had a couple of words that you didn't have, right? I mean, a couple of filler words, but it's like watching One Piece with over 1,000 episodes. You may not need to watch every single episode, but you damn sure don't want to skip Skypiea because that's where the substance is. And this is Skypiea. Like all the substance is here.
Here's the question I have. If it says you're justified in using force when and to the degree that you believe is necessary, or that you believe is immediately necessary, is what it says in 931. Does that encompass deadly force?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So then when Texas Penal Code 932 says a person is allowed to use deadly force when and to the degree the actor believes is immediately necessary, I don't see any appreciable difference. I just see someone being more pedantic and specific.
Yeah.
I see the exact same words, especially since it says the actor would be justified in using force to another under section 931.
Well, what this really is, Sean, is a case of Tia and Tamara, right? They look the same. They tend to act the same. They may have a slight bit of a difference, but at the end of the day, they're still sisters. So, Pigeon, would you like to respond after going through this actual like bar for bar? It may not be the very word for word for each one, but these literally say the same thing.
Yes, I would love to respond.
Also, good on you for not conceding and kicking yourself. I appreciate you.
No problem. I'm here to have a discussion. I'm not here to be have a power trip on live and act mightier than thou, on TikTok. But so the first difference though is obvious, right? 9.31 says force. 9.32 says deadly force. Now the second difference though is that 9.32 does not stop after deadly force is really necessary. There's a colon there. That colon means that the statute is about to tell you what the force must be immediately necessary for. If you scroll down, there's actually more. There's actually more. If you scroll down, there's more. Yeah, there's actually are conditions. And I'll read them out loud because you don't want to read them out like yourself. So A, to protect against the other person's use or attempted use of unlawful deadly force, or B, to prevent imminent aggravated kidnapping, murder, SA, aggravated SA, robbery, or aggravated robbery. So no, they are not the same. 9.31 is force against unlawful force. 9.32 is deadly force against unlawful deadly force or these listed serious crimes. So you cannot stop reading at the colon and then say that they're identical. They're not, right? So same grammar, different legal trigger, force versus deadly force. The colon matters. A and B are not just there to be there, right? So you scroll down more, you'll see that there are conditions.
This is so funny. Yeah, so if a person is justified in using deadly force, this is 9.32, still on the screen here, chat. I'm talking to the chat right now because you're ridiculous. A person is justified in using deadly force against another if the actor would be justified in using force against the other under section 9.31. So it's literally saying 9.31 applies here. Two, when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the deadly force is immediately necessary, which is literally the same thing 9.31 says. What he then said was to protect the actor against another's use or attempted use of unlawful deadly force. 9.31 talks about the use or attempted use of any force whatsoever, and it is utilized in 9.32. So let me ask this, Santana. Who initiated the situation between Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony?
That would be the Metcalf pact.
Okay, excellent. Who initiated the contact, the physical contact in the altercation?
Would be Austin Metcalf.
Okay, excellent. Is it legal to initiate contact against another person who is not engaging in mutual combat in Texas?
No, it is not.
Excellent. Awesome. Under subsection 9, under Texas Penal Code 9.31, would that be considered then unlawful force or attempted unlawful force against a person?
Yes.
What Austin Metcalf did to Carmelo Anthony?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. When we're talking about the use of unlawful force against a person, in order to stop that unlawful force against your person, the Texas Penal Code says here, I'm just making sure I'm correct. It says you can use any force to whatever degree you find immediately necessary to protect yourself against that unlawful force.
Yes.
That's a question. Okay, awesome.
I can explain more.
Under section 9.32, if the actor would be justified in using force against the other in section 9.31 and when into the degree the actor reasonably believes the force was immediately necessary.
Yes.
I don't understand the mental contortion that's happening here to say, oh, it wasn't justified because this law says deadly force. And somehow that means that you're not able to protect yourself?
Well, I think the actual line of demarcation he's looking for, and I mean, you can, I guess, try to double, triple, quadruple down, is that it doesn't specify deadly force in one place and it does justify force in another place. But deadly force is a type of force. So, yeah. Also, colons do matter. Make sure you get your colon checked as well. Happy Pride Month. Pigeon.
J-Hop said
that's not.
Go ahead.
That's not what it says. It does not say any force. It does not say any whatever force you personally feel like. It does not say if someone uses.
We have it on the screen. We have it on the screen.
Allowed.
Why are you lying?
It says force is,
it's on the screen.
Justified when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the force is can you tell me if it's any force? Exactly. Now the word reasonably is doing a lot of work. Right?
When into the degree. Yes. I can tell you where it says any force. I can tell you where it says any force. Absolutely. It says here in 9.32, when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the deadly force is immediately necessary. What does degree mean? What does degree mean in this sentence? Let's figure out what your reading level is. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. That's why the silence is there. Because when into the degree, yeah, absolutely. 100%. You're going to respond. Absolutely. Sure. 100%. Once you get done Googling everything, it's cool.
That's okay. You can take a minute.
It means whatever force is necessary. It literally means whatever is necessary. To the degree means whatever degree you believe is necessary to stop the unlawful force happening to you. That's the degree. The degree changes based upon what you believe. So it's whatever force you believe, whatever degree of force there is, because there's a spectrum of force. There could be a push. That is force. You could hit someone with a car. That is force. You can stab someone. That is force. You can pew-pew someone. That is force. You can do many different things that are considered force.
You know what's also funny though? Some of the same people, and I see these asshats down in the comment section. Some of these same people are the same people that justify the degree of force that was used to neutralize Renee Nicole Good, right? They said that Renee Nicole Good was getting ready to hit the ICE agent, and that's why she deserved to be shot in the face, right? But even if you look at the standards of the Department of Justice, they don't even say that what was occurring in that moment rose to the actual necessity of deadly force. Damn it, deadly force. But that's because law enforcement have a higher degree of difficulty in order to reach deadly force. But then at the same instance, while people are sitting here saying like, oh, the officer, well, it was necessary for him to shoot Renee Nicole Good in the face because she had a car, and so he had to actually kill her to neutralize her, even though the Department of Justice says that's not true. On the same hand, there's same people that are saying like, well, Carmelo Anthony shouldn't have used deadly force because like him being shoved or attacked or whatever didn't necessitate that. And it's really interesting to see like the mental gymnastics between people who hold those two premises. Anyway, W's in the chat for Maven. Hey Maven, who sent, I want to tell you this is about a $30 donation for with the conversion. But W's in the chat for Maven. Excuse me, said, glad I caught you live. Normally you're on too early. You're awesome. Maven, you're way more awesome than me. W's in the chat for Maven. Thank you so much for that. W's in the chat for Mike. What up, Mike, who sent a $2 donation saying, this donut even from Texas? I don't think he is, but yeah, I'm not from Texas either. W's in the chat for Jenny for the $1 donation saying, I only have a few minutes. Can you bring me up? I have to defend black people. Wait, I have to defend black people. You may not need me because I'm white.
No, thanks.
I don't know. I'm gonna read this.
We appreciate.
I'm gonna read this. K, Petty, J Hops.
Don't.
Nope. I'm gonna read this.
We're good. Because I got some W's. I'm gonna read this. I got some W's. Can I say my W's?
Sure, but K, Petty, J Hops, I need all three of you to lock the fuck in. All three of you. I only have a few minutes. Can you bring me up? I have to defend black people. You may not need me for this because I'm white, but I can't handle this anymore.
We're good, bro.
We're not. We're good. Not. Sean?
We're A-okay.
Sean?
We're A-okay. We're still on track. We're still on track. Listen, J-Hop said, and this is clever, J-Hop said, it says, win into the degree unless you're black. I agree. That's what the law apparently says. Juliet sent hearts and thank you for the $20 on CA. And Ariella said, thank you, sisters. Love singing strong voices and sent $10. Thank you so much for the $10 on CA. And thank you for the $5 Vmo, J Hops. I agree. It's self-defense unless you're black.
W's in the chat for Juliet for the $20 donation who sent the red hearts. W's in the chat for RT. What a RTP! RTP. Dude, you have my fucking number. Text me. I'll shoot you a text if you didn't save it. Yeah, W's in the chat for RTP. I appreciate the 5. I'll shoot you a text. W's in the chat for Thank you. I'm so glad that you gave me another name to call you. Chuzzy. Thank you so much. Chuzzy here. Love how you're cooking. Too bad this pigeon pie tastes like shit. It does. Debbie's in the chat. Thank you so much for the 5. Debbie's in the chat for Guinea for the.
Yo.
Stop talking. Sean. Guinea sent another $1 and said, please.
Please.
J Hops, K, Petty, I told you to lock the fuck in, didn't I? Guinea sent another $1 and said, please.
We're all good. Listen, I don't see.
Okay, let me just finish this really quick. W's in the chat as well for Marie for the $1 donation. If you guys don't get it, Marie has a jar. W's in the chat for Marie for the $1 donation saying, I say let K have them and then they'll go in the jar. K is scary and I love it. W's in the chat, guys. If anyone else likes support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Keep tapping the screen, share the live. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure that you guys are taking care of Sean. Show Sean some love. Sorry, go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, I just don't see where the law goes against anything that I've said so far. And the mental contortion doesn't make any sense to me. This is just someone fishing for something to say that a black person doesn't get a chance to be able to stand their ground because they're black. And that's, you can say that if you want to, but it's not going to stop you from getting cooked.
No, I think you're being very honest, and you're actually picking out on a lot of details in the penal code. So you can't say force is a spectrum, therefore any force on a spectrum is allowed, because that will collapse the whole distinction between
degree is a spectrum,
and that will collapse the whole distinction between force and
degree is a spectrum.
Okay, the word degree means the amount or level needed, but the phrase is not whatever.
Which is a spectrum.
Choose, right? It is
the amount. It literally is whatever degree you choose. It says to whatever it says. Let's read it again. Let's read it again.
1 second.
Can I read it?
1 second. 1 second.
You're lying. You're just lying. You're a liar.
One second.
And I don't like liars. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Santana. Go ahead.
Jen sent another $1, or Jenny. It says send another $1. Send another $1. And it said Jen, like gin and tonic. How many gin and tonics have you had this evening?
Jen.
Literally sent another $1, said Jen, like gin and tonic.
Listen. I'm gonna say this. Jen, stop asking to come up. You're not coming up. That's it. Like stop it. Cut it out.
Patty said, wait.
Pretending as if force isn't a spectrum is fucking nuts. It's absolutely fucking nuts, because there are degrees of force, which is why it says degree. But I said degree specifies spectrum, because a degree is different.
Yes. Now, to respond to you,
the U.S. has a 4th grade reading level, and you're absolutely showing it. It's nuts to me. Listen,
no,
if you don't have anything that retorts
your screenshot proves me right, actually. So again, yeah.
My screenshot of you said that this is lying, and then I'm lying about the words on the screen. But apparently,
they're using Catholic doctrine. You're using a Catholic. Okay, yeah. A lot of things I skipped over, but you've been wrong on many things, though. I'm trying to point one out one at a time. You keep cutting me off. There's too much I do it. I think it's weird, honestly. But anyway,
you've been wrong about necessary force.
You're right, though. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. You've been wrong about deadly force.
So force is a spectrum, but the law draws a line at deadly force, right? Unlawful force can justify defensive force. It does not automatically justify deadly force. If a push automatically permits a poking, then 9.32's code deadly force section becomes meaningless, right? So there's one,
no,
2.
It doesn't.
Right? Yeah, 9.32b proves my argument.
9.32 is not only wrong.
9.3. Oh, dude. Okay. 9.32b is not the general rule. It is the presumption section. It says the actor's belief that deadly force was immediately necessary is presumed reasonable only if certain conditions exist. And you scroll down more, there's conditions, right? So it says the belief is presumed reasonable if the person against whom deadly force was used was unlawfully and forcibly entering the actor's occupied habitation, their vehicle, as like house, right? Vehicle, business, employment, what's it say? SA, robbery. So unless
it says when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the deadly force is immediately necessary.
Unless your arguing often was breaking into Carmelo's home, car, or workplace, or committing murder, robbery, aggravated kidnapping, or SA, a school tract does not meet tent is not automatically his occupied habitation, his car, or place of business, right? So you can't use this castle doctrine presumption like it applies to every shove. It doesn't. You're being
brought this up,
even if Austin used unlawful force, you still have to show why deadly force was immediately need it under 9.32
because they utilized unlawful force against him. It says when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes that deadly force was immediately necessary. Then it has colons, and it just gives like things underneath the law that are like encompassing of many different things, and talks also about castle doctrine. But this literally just talks about whether or not the actor believes that the degree of deadly force was reasonably necessary. And you're just saying that the actor doesn't need to reasonably believe that it was necessary in this particular case because he's black, and you don't think that someone putting your hands on you is reasonably necessary if you're black. You think that black people should just roll over and allow for that to happen because you're a tap dancer. And that's cool or whatever, but I'm not for it. We're reading the words. You're pretending as if I'm being dishonest. Hold on, because I'm gonna read this nigga for filth. You're pretending as if I'm being dishonest, as if we're not pulling up the law and showing the law. The conditions are not necessary after it says when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the deadly force is immediately necessary, because Texas has had cases after cases of things that are not listed under this. Just because they just didn't think to write it, it doesn't like specifically verbatim, and have still ruled in favor of believing that the person believes that this is like necessary. Like you're not getting away with anything here. Like underneath this statute, it doesn't say anything about whether or not you believe that someone's going to hit you with a car. But Texas has had cases where people believe someone was going to hit them with a car. They've unalived that person who they thought was going to hit them with the car. And then immediately the judge was like, yeah, I thought I was going to get hit with the car.
Sean,
that's literally like
Sean. This is what I'm about to say. Fucking Lonzo versus State 2021 in Texas. Literally, this case was because a guy reached through the window and punched another guy in the neck, and he killed him. Got off. Rena versus State 2020. This case was for someone that was robbing a store, and they felt like they were going to be harmed, and they killed him. Hughes versus State 1986. This one was from a situation where the person was provoked and used deadly force and got off. Like there's a history in Texas of them allowing people to use deadly force through different measures of actual perpetual force. Again, someone punched someone in the neck and was able to get off with murder. Someone was being robbed in a grocery store, or I don't want to say grocery store, or some type of store, and was able to get off as far as murder. Texas has a history of this. To validate your point, Sean, sorry.
It's just the mental contortion is insane, and it's super dishonest. We pulled up the law and pretending as if it has to be verbatim under here in order to be encompassed within the law, and it's not encompassed when it says when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes that deadly force is necessary, or when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes that the force is necessary is nuts to me. Absolutely nuts to me. I don't know what else you have to say other than just like you hate black people and you believe Carmelo's guilty because you either don't know how to read or because you refuse to learn how to read and just want to hate black people. I don't know
I'm black and I love being black, and I didn't think CHUD Builder is racist PLS, right? But now you're trying to appeal to the emotion of your audience, and obviously it's dishonest if you do that. It's very nasty.
I'm appealing to the emotion of the audience by talking about the words that we're reading on the screen that you're lying about. That's what's happening.
Misread.
Like you're literally trying to inflame the passions of people by saying that someone was unalive and saying that deadly force isn't necessary in this condition because it's not listed in these specific things, that underneath a school tent, being attacked underneath a school tent is not encompassed in these conditions, even though it literally talks about the earlier section that you said was separate and went into the degree that the actor reasonably believes that the deadly force is necessary. You literally tried to tell us out loud with your mouth that force is not on a spectrum. What the fuck are we talking about?
That's not what I said. I was using your example against you.
Literally the fuck is. You said pretending that force. You said that pretending that force. You said pretending that force is on a spectrum literally eradicates this entire law. That's what you said out of your fucking mouth. You tried to convince us of that. Like, I don't know what type of dumb motherfuckers you speak to. Like, in your What?
D-U-M-B.
Not what I said.
My bad. I don't know. It literally. Get rid of. It's what you said.
Not what I said.
I'm not.
Honestly, I'm not. I like if I'm gonna be honest, Pigeon. I like legitimately don't even care what you said anymore because you've been super dishonest. And like Sean, are you done with this guy?
You guys,
like,
you guys are speaking so lying to me right now. You guys skipped out on a part.
Stop crying, Sean. What did you say?
Yeah, I'm done. Okay. He's just being
all right. So this is what we'll do. Pigeon. This is what we'll do. It's fine. Make your final argument. Make your final case. Like, lay it out. Tell us. I don't want to hear you cry or whine or whatever. Just tell us why you're right and why we're wrong. And the floor is yours.
So don't misquote me. My argument is not forced. Is not.
Nobody gives a fuck. Now, what I do want to talk about though is Jen, because Jen sent another 25 cents. Sean,
I don't want to talk about Jen. I don't want to talk about Jen.
Shut.
I do not. I gotta go to. I gotta wake up at 6 and I gotta wake up at 5 in the morning. I want to get another debate in, and I want you to be able to say something. I'm sorry. I know you want to have your fun. You know what? Have your fun.
Okay, really quick. Jen sent 25 cents. Said, I'm the only one that wanted to know about the white woman prompt. I just wanted to show support where I could. And you said my name wrong. You could kick me, but I would love 30 seconds. I'm sorry for bothering you, but I believe what you're saying. I just wanted a different view. And then sent another $1 and said, okay, I'll go away. All right. Okay. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or you disagree with the background. We're looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with the background. We're looking for some debates. If you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. I don't know if this person's going to load.
When we first started debating this topic, I'm going to say this real quick. When we first started debating this topic, when it first happened, the only thing that people said was that bringing, I don't know if you remember this, Santana, bringing a knife to a school event was quote unquote illegal. That was the only argument that anyone ever had. And once we beat that horse to death, we were like, no, that's not illegal. A location restricted knife, which the blade would have to be over 5 inches, that would be illegal. But there's a small chance this nigga walking around with a cleaver. I'm like, come on, bro. Like that was the only argument that they had. And then what they said was, well, let's see if the knife was longer, because the knife wasn't longer, then he didn't break the law. He did nothing wrong. They conceded that. Now that the case has been brought back, everyone is an expert on everything except reading the fucking law, Santana.
Yeah.
Nuts to me.
Oh, that's because the law has to be interpreted. Crystal, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with the background?
No, and if you want to kick me, that's fine. I just wanted to get something clarified.
And did you come up here as a surrogate for Jen?
No, absolutely not.
Wait, so you don't disagree with the background at all?
No, I do not at all.
Did you come up here to talk about white women?
No. My question was about, I don't know enough about this particular case. That's on me. But my question was just, why were they tried as an adult?
I will say keep listening, and I'm sure we'll get to it, but Sean has a time restriction, so we're trying to make sure that we get Sean another debate. So please, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with the background. We're only looking for some debates.
We're gonna do this again on Juneteenth, Santana.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see. I'm thinking so. I don't know.
We're gonna do this again.
I don't know.
This is fun. This is fun for me.
You know,
but hanging out with you is fun for me in general. So
yeah, well, we have fun. See, the thing for me though is like when I do Juneteenth, like I just want, it's about Black joy, and I don't know if I want to talk about this when it comes to Black joy.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's fair.
Yes. Are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with something on the background? Yes. Are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything in the background?
I don't think they know they're up here.
I don't think so either. Guys, if you're over on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, and you would like to join the live, you would like to debate, guess what? You don't have to leave your safe space. The only thing that you have to do is hit that request button. Hit that request button, and you can get up here and debate me. So go ahead and do so. If you are over on the TikTok, do me a favor. Knock out the donuts. Knock out the donuts, please. Please and thank you. Knock out the donuts. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. Sean.
God damn it. What happened?
Jen sent 50 more cents and said, I'm really sorry. I really hate a point. And now your kindness has turned, and I disagree with something. While my support should not go unnoticed. Sean, we don't have anybody else in the request right now. We don't have anyone else in the request at the moment.
Thank you, Jen, for the 50 cents. We appreciate you. W to Jen. One of the big things about this case, in particular, Santana, the Carmelo Anthony case, is that like I talked about the propaganda around it before, how the propaganda is spreading. These ideas, because first off, like we've shown, people don't read the law. They don't know anything. If I ask them for anything, a statute, a penal code that Carmelo broke, they can't tell me. Whereas, like, if we were to talk about CHUD, if someone were to come up here and defend CHUD for whatever reason, I could tell you the penal code that CHUD broke. I could tell you two of them that he broke in particular. One due to his negligent discharge and harming a person, even though that person being himself, it's still against the law. And the second thing being the provocation. I meant to send you his tweet, by the way. He sent out.
Oh, yeah. The judge read it out in court.
Yeah. And so those things, when you approach a person after saying those things, the things that you utilize on social media or in text apps or whatever else that you say about another person will be used against you in court as premeditation for doing something against a person or a type of person, right? And so we can actually point those things out and talk about the issues that CHUD had and why he's not quote unquote innocent. And we can show you the statutes and show you why Carmelo Anthony isn't innocent, or sorry, Carmelo Anthony is innocent. And should get the appeal and be exonerated. We can even go over the stats of how Black people are wrongfully convicted of murders that we don't commit, or murders that were actually self-defenses. Shout out to Assata Shakur, rest in peace. One of the big things for me, especially about the Melo case, is that when you look at the mental gymnastics, one of the big, what J-Hop said was that all of these things say what they say, except for if you're Black. And that's in the fine print. Remember, the last guest who came up, his original argument, he said that I was a liar. His original argument was proportionate force. I don't know if y'all remember that. That was his original argument. Carmelo Anthony used too much force. He did too much of a response. It is not lawful to what he believes to be an over response. I don't know if y'all remember that. Once we showed him in the law that he doesn't need to think that it's a proportionate response. The law doesn't even say proportionate, but even if it did, what it would say is to the proportionate degree that the actor believes is necessary. But it doesn't even say proportionate. It says to whatever degree the actor believes is necessary. then he changed his argument from it's unproportionate to it breaks the law because there has to be more to it because he has to be guilty. 9.31 doesn't apply here. 9.32 does apply here. And when 9.32 says it applies, 9.31 applies to 9.32, that doesn't mean what it actually says. What it actually is some extra arbitrary shit that I'm about to make up on the fly to say that Carmelo is guilty because I hate black people.
Yeah.
This is a routine pattern that we see. I want you to say something, but this is a routine. If I'm tripping, I'm tripping. But I feel as though when I do debates, this is a routine pattern that I see with people, especially when it comes to talking about black people. Say it. Go ahead and say it. Goddamn. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. I know you want to say it. Go ahead and say it. What? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Do the thing, Santana. Go ahead and do the thing. I've had fun. You did this for me. I'm gonna let you do your thing.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, she's gonna be quick. If it gets it over with, and we can move the F on. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it.
Jen, you can go ahead and request up unless Kay blocked you. If Kay blocked you, then I can't help you. But if you here, come. There's Jen.
Hello, Jen. How are you?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Jen, before we get started, no, you don't, Kay. Jen, before we get started, are you inebriated?
Inebriated? Not tonight. I wish.
So
No, I have long COVID, so I
you are
can't
not
drink.
under any influences.
Not tonight. And I have followed you and
Okay,
donated
wait.
to you
One second,
because I
Jen.
believe in what you do. Okay.
1 second, Jen. Kay, she says she's not inebriated.
I wish.
Shits and giggles. Shiggles. Go ahead, Jen.
I'll be very quick. I've watched you for about a month now because I fell in line with Parker, Dean, and then I found you. Mind-boggling. I don't understand why when a crime comes black on black, there's always has to be extra things and extra things. Person to person. That's what you were talking about.
I don't know what you mean.
You're muted.
Jen, you're muted. I don't know what you mean.
I'll send you a request to unmute. Okay. Oh, sorry. I was meeting you at the same time. Go ahead, Jen.
Jen, you got to come off mute.
I sent you.
He was trying to send you a request to unmute and accidentally muted you too, because you.
What was the last thing you heard? What was the last thing
you said?
You was telling us about blacks and all the crime they do.
So I'm confused why when a black person does something wrong, it's always investigated to the nth degree, and it's always courts after courts after courts, but white on white crime just goes away. Everything's fine. That's why I wanted to say, Santana, I've been watching you for around a month now, and anytime someone comes on and calls you the N-word or says anything bad, it breaks my heart.
Oh, please don't start crying.
I watch you Dean
If
and
you
Parker,
start crying, Kay's gonna
won't.
come up here and get
Okay.
you. Don't start
Done.
crying, because if you start
Done.
crying, Kay's gonna come up here and get you. Don't
Okay.
cry.
I don't.
Done.
Look.
Done.
Jen,
But this case that you have in front of you was a person and a person. I don't care if the person tried to kill somebody with a leaf. When someone wants to hurt somebody, you have to go for the crime. But race should never enter it. And Santana, I've contributed to you, and I'm a fan of you, and it just hurt my feelings when you wouldn't even let me up, and you thought I was like a troll or something. God, I'm 100% not. I'm on your side.
I would like to talk. You know what, Sean, how much time you got? Pigeon's back in the request if you want him.
I don't want Pigeon. Doesn't have anything to say. I want someone who actually has something to say.
Oh, all right, let's
Pigeon
do this really quick, because I'm positive like these are trolls. But you know what? To make sure that Sean, you'll never be satisfied. You'll never be satisfied.
Well, this is the whole thing.
You'll never be satisfied.
I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that.
Angelica Schuyler, Alexander Hamilton. Where's your family from? Doesn't matter. There's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait. Just you wait. No.
So like everybody get
stay dangerous out here. Don't stay safe. Get cracked. Stay fucking dangerous. Peace, land, back, and bread.
You guys can kick me. I just need you to know that as a white person.
Peace.
No, come back, Jen. Ryder, are you? Did you come up to debate?
Yeah. Well, I actually had a question for her, because she said that all the stuff that happens to BLK people gets dragged out, but when a white person gets unalived,
you came up here to debate Jen.
Well, no, I had a question for her. I was going to ask her if she
Jen is not the person to debate.
I told you.
Okay, then
what's your position?
I believe he acted in self-defense, 1,000%.
Oh no, like no.
Do you believe otherwise?
No, you're not up here. We don't want to debate you if you agree with us.
I didn't know if y'all agreed or disagreed. I literally
which one do you
just
think
alive,
acted
bro.
in self-defense? Which one do you believe acted in self-defense?
Wait, do you believe CHUD acted in self-defense?
Hell no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I knew it. See, I told you. I figured that because you wanted to debate Jim, but I figured that.
I allowed a little bit of chaos. That's on me. I'm sorry. That's on me.
We
Ryder.
appreciate you, Ryder, but we're only looking. We agree with.
Oh, I didn't know y'all's position. My fault.
Yeah, that was on me. Sean brought this person up, and I don't know why she did, and so that was on Sean. All right, I'm gonna drop you down.
All right, I apologize.
Yeah. How, Sean? Be better.
You know, black people. You know,
that sounds like some anti-white racism coming out your mouth.
You know.
Hi, Jazz. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with the background?
Not a Trump supporter, but I am Australian, and I'm kind of on the fence with Carmelo. So I don't know if you want to talk to an Australian or not.
Sean, we got, let's see, 2 more in the box.
I don't mind either way.
You want to play roulette or you want to talk to Ozzy? Ozzy. Oi.
Hell yeah. Love you. Hey, guys.
what do you mean you're on the fence about it?
Wait, so look, yes, Sean, or do you want to check the other people?
I'm trying to figure it out. Give me a second.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't mind either way. I think from maybe we get different views over here to you guys, which is probably why it's a bit of a disconnect, I guess, and why maybe our conversation wouldn't be as fruitful. I just think sometimes it's hard to look at all of the facts, like why did he bring a knife? I mean, I understand that he had a utility knife, he kept it on him all the time, that's what they're kind of saying, but I just think looking at it from I'm in healthcare profession, like looking at it from a purely biological sidebar, the act of he could have stabbed him anywhere to get him to get away from him.
Yeah, I would have went for the jugular.
Directly in the chest. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, if he's actively trying to kill him, I guess, but could he not have? I mean, it's the same argument I have with a lot of the police officers in the States as well. It's like, if you're going to shoot somebody to kind of disarm them, why are you shooting to kill? I don't really understand.
Joe Biden.
I'm Joe Biden. What does that mean?
No, go ahead. Keep going. I'll explain in a bit.
Oh, okay, cool. But I'm like, honestly, I definitely will admit I don't know enough about this case to absolutely have a solid view either way. I'm just from an outsider from a completely different country, seeing it this way. I just think, why would you go directly to kill the person if you're trying to? I don't know. It's a really shitty situation. It feels like a shitty situation all around. Sorry, I don't know if you're allowed to swear. I apologize.
No, we don't. No fucking cursing here. You got to keep that shit together.
This is a Christian Minecraft server.
This is a Christian Minecraft server.
I'm so sorry. Apologies.
Yeah. I just want to know, what's the issue with bringing a knife?
I think, like, I think that there would be. I know under Texas law you can legally carry those weapons, but I don't. I think it would be a different story if it was like a knife that wasn't a utility. Like, I understand that he was carrying that, he carries it all the time, and we do in Australia as well. People are allowed to carry those things, but I don't know if it was necessarily carrying the knife as such. It was more the why go ahead and use what you have to potentially kill somebody and kill them and not just maim them or injure them. Like, why did he have to go ahead and like, that's direct, like straight in that chest. You know that's going to cause maximum damage. That to me seems deliberate.
Okay, what's the issue with it being deliberate?
Well, was his intention? Well, if it's deliberate, then the intention was to kill. If it's not, like, if he was trying to maim,
niggas die every day, B.
I don't even want to. I can't even go into any of that because I feel like I would be just sounding like the absolute biggest piece of crap ever. But I am on board. I totally disagree with that. I just think that if you're going to try and defend yourself, I don't think that it's appropriate to kill. If someone isn't coming at you with a reasonable, like with a knife or a gun or like the impression that you're about to be imminently murdered, then why are you murdering? Again, this could be just an entire disconnect because from where I am, that's not something that goes through our brains. We don't go, oh, we're feeling threatened, we've got to kill. Again, I'm white, so I also don't have that in my brain where I'm like, oh, I'm being, yeah, I know, I see your eyes, I see your eyes.
Listen, hey, colonization.
Yes. I know, King.
Genocide.
My thing is, what you're saying a lot of, like, you don't feel like it should have happened. But I got to tell you, I don't care about none of that. I just want to know what the issue is with, because, like, unaliving a person is not illegal.
In certain situations, yeah.
Right, exactly. And so, like, in this situation, what I'm trying to figure out is what Carmelo Anthony did that wasn't warranted. And when someone goes, I just don't feel good about it, that doesn't mean that it's not warranted.
Yeah, that's Fifi's in my tum-tum, isn't it, Santana? Sorry, I'm being cheeky. I know.
No,
I do.
It's true. You're dead ass doing the jokes that we need people to do.
I am dead ass doing that, and I think that's probably why it's so complicated, because you had a jury of people who are probably innately racist. Sorry if that's controversial, but are probably innately racist, who had an idea of how things were going to play out in their own minds anyway. But they all still did their deciding based on Fifi's in their tum-tum. And it's hard because whether or not the law says what it says, and exactly what you're saying is black and white 100% accurate, you're never going to get a black and white 100% correct answer to this sort of a situation, because you have people dictating the answer with their Fifis. It's a tough one.
Well, it's because sure. But you also... in particular, in this situation, I don't know if feelings really... Well, I think feelings do have something to do with it, because, like, people don't like black people, so anything black people do, anything we do, makes them angry. Yeah. And so, yeah, there is that. But I think that it's more so just... I think that is tertiary. I believe that it's the racism. Like, I believe that a jury convicted Carmelo Anthony of doing this, even though the law says that this is not illegal, and he had every right to stand his ground and no duty to retreat, because they hate black people. They got angry because a white
you.
person was unalived because they hate black people.
I agree with you, but what is the other option? Like, what conviction could he have gotten to? I genuinely want to know. What's the conviction he could have gotten? Because there has to be some sort of, something.
They actually offered a lesser charge of, I believe it was manslaughter, that had a lighter sentence. And no, not them. The actual jury decided to sentence him tougher.
Really?
Yep.
That's a load of shit. What the hell? Oh, I'm so sorry. That's really horrific. I can't speak for any of the Black Americans. It's just not with I am Aboriginal Australian, white Aboriginal Australian, but we have a lot of the same sort of race. Our country is probably one of the most racist countries in the world if you look at our bloody colonization and history here. So, I mean, I don't want to at all be trying to touch on a subject that I know nothing about, if I'm being totally honest. I just think from my perspective on this side of the world, it was hard because we were like, oh, this guy died and it was straight in the chest and it feels like it was really deliberate. But according to the law and all of the back stuff associated with that, it makes sense that everyone's really upset about this. And I am on the right side of history here. I'm on your team here, guys. I just think that that's a really complex part of the argument that people can't get over with their fifis. Ultimately.
Yeah, I guess I agree. I think people are racist, and that constitutes their anger. Not really constitutes, but that pushes forward anger over everything.
I think so too.
But
and yeah, it is deeper. It's so much deeper than that. I appreciate. No, I appreciate you guys letting me have a talk, and I do appreciate it's a lot deeper than I could possibly understand. And I'm happy to sit back and be educated by you guys. So thanks for having a yarn.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Sean, sometimes you got to go deeper, you know? Sometimes it's necessary to go deeper.
You know, I normally, at this point in time, I would say Ayo. But you just so fucking right. Sometimes you got to go head first. Sometimes you just gotta dive in.
Fuck it. Sometimes you gotta go meet to meet.
I hate you. I hate you so much. W to Angela real quick. W to Angela for sending me a $5 Venmo. Just sending hand hearts. I appreciate you so much. You're amazing. Oh my God.
What do you want to do? I know you got a time restriction, but I know for a fact there's at least one more debate if you want it, but I know you got to be mindful of your time. So you tell me.
We can do one more. Can I use the bathroom real quick though?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm going to say thank you to a couple of different people. Awesome. Ooh, you got two, Sean. I'll let you pick when you come back. This other person's a fucking idiot. Ooh, me, Solid, and Jeff talked to him the other day. It was so bad. Oh, bald eagle stepdad. I might have to let you go because you're actually kind of intelligent.
No, I'm not. I'm an op.
Yeah, but you're still like intelligent. This other guy's so stupid, and I kind of want Sean to suffer.
Oh, okay. But wait, before I go, can I say one thing, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
So thank you, sir. I appreciate that. So my thing is, right, the issue is we out here politics, but I don't vote left. I don't vote right. I vote upward towards Orion's belt. So
fuck out of here. Stop it. I remember last time you and I talked, we had a really good conversation. I appreciate you. Like, yeah, these other people suck.
So our minds are trapped in the two-party plantation of linear thought. But I'm on a third-party pyramid frequency, right?
Are you on a new level?
Something like that. We got to bring back hieroglyphics at the DMV, right? We got to.
Don't the DMV already use hieroglyphics? I'm a little confused.
No, they use yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you go. All right. Sean, I'm not even gonna say thank you. I'm gonna hold off on. Yeah, you good. There's a bunch of people that I got to say thank you to, and guys, I see like all the donos, and I'm gonna say thank you in just a moment. But I'm going to Sean.
What happened to bro?
Oh no. He was just a filler. The other person is in the me. It's solid. Jeff, are you guys in here right now? If not, I'm gonna have to text them. Oh,
Jeff is a pumpkin right now.
Oh, they will wake up for this. They will wake up for this.
Who is this person? Jeez.
When I tell you he has the IQ of fucking tomato paste.
You think you're calling me stupid, but you think Carmelo was justified?
Oh, I think I saw this person before. Yeah, Carmelo was absolutely justified. I find it hard.
Was his life in danger?
To figure out a statute. Yes, but people find it hard pressed to find a statute or a penal code that he broke. So, can you show me a statute or a penal code that he broke?
No. Let me ask you this: was his life in danger to use deadly force?
Asked and answered. Can you find me a penal code or a statute that he broke underneath Texas law?
Can you tell me why you think it's justified to use that? Can you tell me if his life was in danger?
Doesn't sound like a statute or a penal code. Sounds suspiciously not like a statute or a penal code.
That doesn't sound like it answers my question.
Yeah, because your question.
So basically, the law
your
is
question was your question a penal code?
So the law is you cannot use deadly force unless your life is in danger. Was his life in danger?
Where does it say that?
What's
the statute?
False. You can use deadly force if your life isn't in danger.
Yes,
oh, Jeff is here.
What is the
Jeff?
What is
are you up? Shut up, Carrie. Jeff, are you Jeff? At least comment in the chat so I know that you're actually up and you're not asleep.
If Jeff is up, he's supporting me, and I love that. Thank you.
I don't know. He might have went to sleep because he was here earlier in the live. He may be asleep. Oh, there. Yeah. So Jeff is here. Okay. If Solid doesn't show up, we're gonna shame Solid. I see Ari. Ari had to deal with this too. Okay. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. What statute was it that you were talking about? Or penal code?
So the law is. Yeah, the law is you cannot use deadly force unless your life is in danger.
Where does it say that?
That's the law. That's literally the law when it comes to using.
Where does it say?
When it comes to self-defense.
Where?
When it comes to self. So
which statute? Is it 9.31? Is it a 9.31 penal code?
Do I have to give you a source for 1 + 1 is 2?
Yes.
Do I have to give you a source?
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
Yes?
Go ahead and show me. Go ahead and give me a source that 1 + 1 is 2. And while you're at it, look for the penal code, the Texas penal code, that says that you cannot use deadly force unless your life is in danger.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll give you that law. I mean, I'll give you the exact law why he got sentenced. But okay.
Sean, when I tell you we could give him 500 hours and the right answer, and he still won't get the shit right. Like, hey, even if he was right, he still wouldn't get the shit right.
I just want you, real quick, can you pull up 9.32 on the screen real quick while he's looking?
Sean, it's not worth it.
No. I just want to show you something real quick.
Okay.
This is going to be funny. Gonna be hilarious.
Okay, got it here. 1 second.
You gotta take your time.
Hey guys, I just added the pretty bows as the gift goal. Can we add the pretty? Can we knock out the pretty bows, please? Oh wait, this isn't the right one. Dang it! Hold on.
No, you're correct. Just scroll down.
No. Oh. Okay. Well.
Just scroll down to 9.32. You're 9. Oh no, this is 9.32.
Yeah.
This is 9.32. This is perfect. Do me a favor. So I want you to read everything until you hit the first B. I want you to read everything until after that first B.
I'm confused as far as what you're talking about.
So on the screen, you see A, 1, 2, A.
And keep going until I get to B. So here.
Until you get to B. Yes, yes. Correct.
So
correct.
not this B.
No, not that B.
Okay. Excuse me. Is he supposed to be listening?
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. It's for the audience at this point.
Okay.
Chat, remember, his claim is that you cannot use deadly force unless your life is in danger. Go ahead and read that, Santana.
Yeah. Also, Carrie, remember, hey, thank you for the vote. Carrie, remember, you have to come back in every once in a while, you donut. A person is justified in using deadly force against another. One, if the actor would be justified in using force against the other under section 9.131 and, or well, semicolon, and 2, when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the deadly force is immediately necessary, A, to protect the actor against the other's use or attempt to use of unlawful deadly force, or B, to prevent the other imminent commission of aggravated kidnapping, murder, sexual assault, aggravated sexual assault, robbery, or aggravated robbery.
Is aggravated robbery, sexual assault, aggravated sexual assault, or kidnapping, or aggravated kidnapping, is your life in danger?
Yes.
You think your life is in danger if someone's robbing you?
Oh, wait, say it again. Yeah, wait. Is your life in danger for aggravated kidnapping, murder, sexual assault, aggravated sexual assault,
well,
robbery?
Murder, yes. Murder, yes. But all of these other things, do you have to die in order for those to happen?
No.
Okay.
No, you don't have to, but it is something that could happen.
It's something that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, I mean, I think rape is worse than
there you
death.
go.
But if someone is raping you, if someone is raping you, are they likely trying to kill you?
Not likely, but
okay,
it's possible.
Cool. So your life doesn't have to be in danger.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we've read the law, what do you have up there? What's his name?
Just call him Carrie.
Actually, if you are getting raped, your life is reasonably in danger, no matter what. So you can use deadly force. So go ahead and show them what I have on the screen.
What do you have on the screen? Go ahead and show what he has on the screen.
What do you have?
Yeah, go ahead and show. Go ahead and show. Like, what do you mean? What do I have? I showed you. This is
what is it, you donut?
Are you able to zoom it in and read it or something?
It doesn't zoom in.
What does it say, Mara?
Oh
Make
my
it
gosh.
zoom in.
I've seen other people do it on panels. That's what I'm talking
How?
about.
Then do it.
Oh my God, bro.
Just do it for
what
us.
does it say, bro? Just read what it says. Oh
wait, no,
God.
Sean, no. Carrie, zoom it in for us then.
No, the host has to do it. I don't know how to do it.
I don't know how to do it. You got to do it.
I think it's for certain panels, like the 6-box one, the 12-box. I don't know.
Well, we don't have 12 people up here.
Holy shit, bro.
No, I'm fucking with you. Just tell me what you're looking at, you idiot.
What is he looking at?
I don't know. I shouldn't have fucked with him. That was on me.
Bro, just read it, bro. Just
that was on me. I shouldn't have fucked with him.
It.
Come back. Holy shit, come back.
The law generally allows
just tell me what it is. Where can I find this? Fuck it. I'll give him the big screen.
No. Let him read it. Keep reading it.
See, like what? What is he talking about? You know how to do
it, bro.
This is AI overview.
Allows use of deadly force. Self-defense only if you have reasonable belief.
You didn't get the sources from anywhere, you fucking donut.
No, wait, AI got the sources from. AI got the sources.
What is the? Sure. It says national conference of something. Okay, cool.
Is that not reliable?
It says generally allows. Hold on. Go ahead, Santana.
No, go ahead, Sean. I'm gonna let you have this because this is your debate.
I'm just you can do it. You can say whatever you want.
Nope, this is your debate.
It says generally allows the use of deadly force in self-defense only if you have a reasonable belief that you face an imminent threat of death or serious bodily harm, or forcible or a force. Hold on, listen, shut the fuck up. Or a forcible felony. Or a forcible felony. It says it right there on the screen. It literally says only if you face an imminent threat of death, shut the fuck up. Serious injury, serious bodily harm, or a forcible felony. It literally says your life does not have to be in danger on your source, on your screen, right here, right now, in real time, in 4K. It says that your life does not have to be in danger. It says that a person just has to be committing a forcible felony.
By your logic,
there's no you don't know what logic means. Stop it. You're gonna wait. Listen. You don't know what logic means. You're going to wake my brother up.
Push the ICE officer.
Listen.
Alex Petty pushed the ICE officer. He could have killed him.
Listen, stop.
By your logic, that's justified.
You're just crashing out. You're going to wake my brother up. And if you wake my brother up, I'm going to be very upset. So I need you to chill because my brother's half asleep. He's literally running off the energy given to him by Jalen Brunson right now. And I need you to chill. All right. He's got that Jalen Brunson energy in him. He's got that Brunson burner energy in him. He's got that team captain energy in him right now. That's the only thing keeping him up. That's it.
Okay, can I say something?
No. Your source proved you wrong. So now that your source is proving you wrong, do you want to make a new claim?
Yeah, so by your logic, Alex Petty was justified. Because Alex Petty pushed the ICE officer, he could have shot her right then and there by your logic. You see what I'm saying? Hello?
Is he trolling? He's got to be trolling. Are you trolling?
No, he's fucking stupid, Sean.
He's got to be trolling. He's got to be
fucking stupid.
Go ahead, debunk it.
There's no way. Holly sent $1. Thank you for the $1 to Vimo. Said, gotta use small words with this donut, sis.
Yep.
This is nuts. He's got to be trolling. Alex Peretti was justified because he pushed the ICE officer. What was the ICE officer doing?
Conducting an operation.
What physical actions were they doing towards Alex?
Nothing. Protesters were getting in the way and impeding.
Protesters were getting in the way, impeding. And what did the ICE officers do to Alex?
Alex pushed him, and then officers detain him. And then after,
what were they doing
after they get him, after they
Alex
get him,
pushed them?
Hold up. After they try to detain him, he keeps resisting. They pepper spray, get him to the ground. He keeps resisting. They get his gun. It fires. They yell, "Gun, gun, gun," and they shot him because his gun fired when they took it. They didn't know if he had it or not.
What does the law say for self-defense about utilizing self-defense if someone is like pinned down on the ground or running away from a conflict?
Yeah, it's wait, the law for when you're on the ground?
Yep, the law for
when you're pinned down on the ground.
What's the ground law, Kerry?
This nigga, bro. That's why I said it's got to be trolling.
Like
Brody was literally on the ground handcuffed.
Yes,
he was literally on the ground handcuffed. He was literally on the ground handcuffed.
I don't know law specifically for when you're on the ground. Okay,
it's literally the ground law.
Shut the fuck up. The ground law is crazy work. Look, bro, if someone has eliminated the threat, like let's say Alex pushed the officer, right? In the middle of the officer harassing citizens, which they don't have the jurisdiction to do. That would be Alex utilizing self-defense against a physical provocation of someone utilizing unlawful force against citizens. There's no way this nigga's real. But when they had him on the ground, handcuffed, face down,
kept resisting
with no way. Stop.
He was not handcuffed.
Fucking
He was not
stop
handcuffed.
talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. When they had him pinned on the ground, he was no longer a threat to do anything, which again, they don't have the jurisdiction.
He literally
to pin him on the
kept
ground.
resisting.
They don't have the jurisdiction to pin him on the ground because he was literally protecting a citizen against harassment against another private citizen.
He was also impeding the operation.
I have a question. Hey, Carrie, but does the ground law supersede the handcuff law?
I don't know what the handcuff law is.
Okay, so if you don't know what the handcuff law is and how that works in conjunction with the ground law, then how do you know if it was actually a thing?
This thing is answering your questions, bro.
So here's the thing. Alex didn't even get handcuffs. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, but that's why you have to look at the handcuff law. Go look up the handcuff law and see if it supersedes the ground law. Go ahead. I'll give you a minute. Go look up the handcuff law.
It's crazy how we've gotten from Carmelo Anthony.
Carrie, go get your source. Look up the handcuff law.
Is there a sky law?
Go look up the handcuff law, and then I'll thank a couple of people, and you can tell me about it when you come back.
Handcuff law, okay.
I hate you. He answered your questions.
Gabby's in a trap.
He said, I don't know what the handcuff law is, Santana.
Yeah, it just says how officers should safely restrain someone, basically. Like, what?
So how does that work in conjunction with the ground law?
Because here's the thing, he was resisting.
Yeah, but if they had, if they had taken the handcuff law into consideration, then it would have superseded the ground law, so they wouldn't have even had him on the ground.
Here's the thing, though. If you're getting arrested and you do everything you can, and you say like these guys are terrorists, and you're like resisting, and you're not letting them do what they have to do, they're gonna take you. They're gonna take you down. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but once they got him on the ground, then the handcuff law was null and void. So they should have let him go.
Dude, it doesn't.
Do you not know the details to the case?
Impeding and restraining.
Wait. If they did not properly use the handcuff law and they got him on the ground and the ground law was then superseded, they were supposed to let him go.
They tried to, but he was resisting.
By the way, if everyone can go to Santana's Twitch and just leave one comment in the chat. Just one comment in the chat over on Twitch. Shout out to Twitch. I love Twitch. W to the Twitch chat, W to the people in the Twitch chat. Boost Santana on Twitch. We gotta get the fuck off TikTok, nigga. There's no way this guy is real.
Hey,
he
Carrie,
has to be trolling.
So Carrie, wait, I know you saw the video. You saw the video of Alex Preddy on TikTok?
Yeah, and YouTube.
Okay, but did you see the Twitch version?
Nah.
Yeah, see, on the Twitch version, they actually took his gun from him while he was standing up, and then they like slammed him on the ground and then put him in handcuffs and then shot him.
Okay, so if the guy pushes
Wait. So how are you defending this if you didn't see the Twitch version?
Okay. Let me ask you this. So if
no. Answer the question directly. You said you saw the TikTok and YouTube version, but you didn't see the Twitch version. Do you think that you're equipped to have this debate if you didn't see the Twitch version?
Yes, because he pushed him. Remember, he pushed him.
But did you watch it on the Twitch version? Because he didn't push him on the Twitch version.
Yeah, no, but he pushed him though. Remember, he pushed him.
But not on the Twitch version of the video.
Carmelo got pushed. And
Carmelo wasn't there.
I know, but that's why it's justified though, right?
Wait, did Carmelo push the ICE officer?
But the ICE officer, no. The ICE officer got pushed, so he could use self-defense.
By Carmelo Anthony?
No, on the guy, on Alex. So it's justified.
Then why did you bring up Carmelo?
Because the whole reason I'm saying this is because, well, Austin pushed Carmelo. Okay.
What the fuck does that have to do with the ICE agent?
Alex pushed the ICE agent. Forcible felony. Okay, justified if he kills him right there.
So are you saying that anytime someone pushes someone, it's a justifiable felony?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So anytime anyone is pushed, it's acceptable for a felony. Is that counting or not counting gang violence?
Counting? What? Is that?
Sean, I'm sorry for stepping on your debate. You got it. Nope.
Okay, so that's my point, though.
It's beautiful.
So if Alex were to take out, or if
Carmelo Anthony would have pinned Austin Metcalf down and then stabbed him 16 times, that would be the same situation. That
okay, so that's worse.
So pretending as if
what would be wrong?
That's worse. That's what happened to Freddie.
That's what
happened to Freddie.
What would be wrong?
That's what happened.
What would be wrong if the ICE officer? Hold up, we're using your logic. What would be wrong if the ICE officer pulled his gun out after he pushed him and shot him right there? What would be wrong with that? He got pushed. It's a forcible felony. It's justified. Remember? That's what happened to Carmelo.
This has been asked and answered. The ICE agent was committing a forcible felony against people outside of their jurisdiction by harassing United States citizens for no reason other than
they were conducting a federal.
What was the operation? What was the operation?
They were
Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Illegal immigrant.
No, it was Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Operation
Iraqi Freedom. What were they doing?
It was Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Okay, then so you know.
Hey, chat. If you don't know, that's the operation where we forgot how to pull out.
Hey.
Anyway,
dude, Carolina, if I go to Mexico illegally, they're gonna say I'm illegal. It doesn't matter. All right.
I don't know what illegal means.
It's not dehumanizing.
This guy's not even engaging anymore. Can we move on? We got another debate.
I don't think you finished your meal, Sean.
What am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with these fucking bones on this plate? What the fuck am I going to do with this shit?
Listen. Me, Jeff, and Solid and Ari had to suffer through this, so earn your stripes.
I'm just we've gone from because he's already conceded. We've gone from Carmelo Anthony is guilty to Carmelo Anthony is not guilty, and Carmelo Anthony being not guilty justifies Alex Preddy somehow. That's what he said so far, and he's wrong about.
Well, I'm saying if you think Carmelo isn't guilty, then you would think after Alex pushed the ICE officer, you would think it's justified that the ICE officer could shoot him right then and
The
there.
ICE officer was committing a felony. The ICE officer was committing a felony. The ICE officer was committing a felony. The ICE officer was committing a felony. Are ICE officers legally allowed to harass United States citizens?
Dude, they were harassing him. They were harassing
Are ICE officers legally allowed to harass United States citizens? Do they have the jurisdiction over United States citizens? Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
He was harassing a woman who was a United States citizen. Listen,
why do you think there was
just
a crowd of people there?
Answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. Do ICE officers have the legal authority to harass United States citizens? It's a yes or no.
No, it wasn't happening.
Okay, excellent. Okay, it wasn't. So the person who Alex Peretti stepped in front of and pushed the ICE officer off of was not a United States citizen?
Wait, what was that again?
The person Alex Peretti stepped in front of and pushed the ICE agent off of was not a United States citizen? You're claiming that she was not a United States citizen?
No, I said she was.
So then the ICE officer that was stop. The ICE officer that was harassing her was committing a felony. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to give you this option because it's your debate.
Yeah.
You can finish up with Carrie, what you know how I feel, or apparently there's like a real debate. Short call.
Real debate, please.
Okay.
It's not even close. It's not even close. Look, we can flip a coin.
No, because it's yours. No.
I got a quarter. No, because you're letting me do it. It's your platform. I got a quarter right here. I swear to God.
That's fine. Listen, between UK and management, you guys never let me have any fun, and it's okay.
I'd let you have your fun.
Whatever. Between you three, you guys never let me have fun.
I don't know what to do with these goddamn chicken bones on this plate, bruh. You got these. All right, keep up, Carrie.
No. This is your real debate. Apparently, they were yip-yapping in the comments.
Okay. What is it, Michaela? How old are you?
Hello, I'm 21.
21.
Okay. Do you disagree with anything on the background?
I actually do. I do not think Carmelo Anthony was found guilty because he is Black.
Okay, why do you believe he was found guilty?
So I'm going to start off first saying, do I think he should have been charged with first-degree murder? No, I think it should have been more of a, sorry, I'm like blanking completely. I normally don't go on live, but I think it should have been a, oh my gosh, why am I blanking? I cannot think of words. A manslaughter case, excuse me.
Okay.
But regarding why I actually think he was found guilty was because, of course, he took the life of another person. And that's kind of the main thing. I can start there, and then we can kind of just talk about going further.
No, you have to go further because that's not, you've named nothing that's against the law.
So first of all, I'm just going to say like from my opinion. So bringing the weapon onto a school on school grounds. Okay, but I don't
give a fuck about none of that. I want you to tell me what was against the law that he did.
He killed someone, and I don't think it was self-defense.
That's not against the law.
He killed someone, and I still don't think it was self-defense. I don't think just because you
what law
are getting
did he
shoved,
break in order for it to not be self-defense?
What do you mean? Like he took the life of someone when he shouldn't have? Like I'm just saying that.
You're saying he shouldn't have. That constitutes breaking a penal code whilst you're taking a life in order for the taking of the life to be unjustified. So I'm asking you what law he broke in order for that taking of the life to be something that was unjustified.
What law he broke in order for it to be justified? Here, let me look. Give me a second.
While you do that, Debbie's in the chat for Marie for the $1 donation. Said, I feel like Seagram's spending brunch. I feel like Seagram's. spends brunch showing. Who is Seagrams?
I think it meant Carrie, right?
I don't know. It was someone that we must have had up here. Spends brunch showing girls Insta photos of her mission trips, of herself hugging uncomfortable looking kids in countries so she can't in countries she can't pronounce, and she's the only character. Say it again.
Seagram's Jen.
Oh. Yeah.
That was clever. God damn.
I was like,
why y'all
who
so
is
clever?
Seagrams? Yep.
Who taught you niggas how to read?
What? She can't sit with us. I know that's right, Marie. W's in chat for Marie for the additional 2. Also, can you give this to Sean, because I can't get to her profile, and when she said she was going to read them for filth, she was not joking. Applause deserved. I got you. I get that too to Sean.
Thank you so much. WDO.
Absolutely. W's in chat for Fallon for the $10 donation, saying, hey, you're both hysterical. Wishing you a happy Juneteenth this week. Thank you so much. W's in chat. Juneteenth is coming up. Listen.
Juneteenth.
Show a black person some love. Show a black person some love. Juneteenth is coming up. It's gonna be a real black ass time. I'm gonna have a real black ass Juneteenth.
I'm gonna say this because especially for this is one of the reasons as to why I asked you if we're gonna do this on Juneteenth, because Carmelo is a Texas nigga.
Yeah.
And Juneteenth is about Texas niggas. But it's cool though. It's cool. You ain't gotta do it. I was just saying that was my reasoning. You feel me? At
first I was like, oh, I want to do it, but then I'm like, you know what? I won't let them. No, they can't break my soul. They can't break my soul. And that's all I can think of. Fucking W's in the chat for Jay Hops. Sorry, Jay Hops. I saw this came in later. You said block her. Sent $100 donation saying block her and tell her it was a white woman. Listen, Jay Hops, I know you sent this for Jen, but I'll follow this up because Jen just sent another 1 cent donation.
Oh my God.
It said, promise to never ask for a request. Promise never to ask for a request to be on live again. I just want to support you and donate to watch you and your lives. I'm just very sad. This is how you choose to end it by blocking me. I just want to show some love. Maybe you'll reconsider. I don't know if she got blocked yet or not, but Jay Hops, we're gonna get that block going for that 100. I got you, Jay Hops. I got you. We're gonna go ahead and make that thing happen. W's in the chat for Tess for the $25 donation, saying for you and Sean, I got you. If I have a trip to NYC for New Year's, we should we go see Hamilton? Yes. If you can get the original George Washington, yeah, absolutely. How does a ragtag? Never mind. Yes, Tess. W's in the chat for Garrett for the $5 donation, saying, why is it that Tammy can hold an AK for family Christmas card, and then the pew his school by the end of January? People cry mental health. Black kids carry anything, and it's questioned. That's like facts. I mean, black children can't even have toy guns, where white children literally can shoot at cops and then be taken home. Not taken to jail, but literally taken home. Jen sent another 50 cents there. Brokenhearted. White people get to do whatever they want and get off.
What the fuck, bro?
They get
bro,
this is jail with
bro. Please put a limit on that shit. Put a limit on that. I'm tired of hearing about these 2-cent super chats, nigga. Like, this shit is irking me. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Like, bro. Yo. Listen, I'm gonna say this. You got any more W's?
Really quick, I'll speed run them. W's in the chat for J House for the 5 said, she said she's in healthcare. If that's true, then she knows how hard it is to get the heart on the first try. If you don't know what you're doing, that's literally a whole thing. So W's in the chat for Jasmine for the $10 donations, and hey, Jazz here from before. Just want to apologize for coming up and speaking on things I don't hold space in. No, Jazz, you're fine. You're fine. Like, Sean wanted to have the conversation, so you're good. W's in chat for Jamie for the $5 donation, saying the only relationship this guy has been in is a long distance relationship with reality. Oh yeah, Kerry was so stupid. He was so stupid. But I had fun.
Distance relationship with reality is clever.
Deb's in chat for Devin for the Devin for the $2 super chat, say forgot to pull out the words of Sean. Hey yo, Deb's in chat for I think this is pronounced Diva for the 99-cent YouTube super chat. Deb's in chat as well for Phoenix Eyes for sending out the YouTube membership subscription. Sean, do you have any W's?
Well, I just refreshed not too long ago. I did not have any.
Ooh, chat, you guys suck. What's going on, guys? If you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out, guys. Please take care of Sean. Seriously, Sean has been up here this evening, and Sean is the one that brought you guys this amazing topic for this evening. So please show Sean some love. Make sure that we're taking care of Sean. Hit Sean's pay links. It's Watch My Legs on Venmo and Cash App. So Watch My Legs on Venmo and Cash App. Please, go ahead and show Sean.
Link is in the bio down there.
Yep, link is in the bio. It's in the poll and it's on the background. Did you see that, Sean? You see that addition I made to the background?
I did. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
For someone who said they couldn't get to my account is the one that's underneath. That's the cartoon. That's my TikTok account, and all my links are in all my bios. Thank you, Santana, for all that. I will say this, Michaela, the reason why I don't care about your personal feelings about the knife is because that means absolutely nothing when it comes to the law, one, and two, when it comes to whether or not Carmelo Anthony felt anything. So when people say like, I feel like XYZ, it's like, yeah, I know you feel like XYZ because you don't like black people. Like, that's what
completely, and I think that's completely false, and that's completely a lie. That you're just claiming that I do not like black people just because I disagree with that one thing. Like,
okay, what law did he break?
So I'm not even gonna lie, I lost my train of thought because I was looking at other things because it's been a while. Like, I let y'all. Of course, it's
wait. I did all that thing, and you still didn't find it while I was doing all that.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Let her. The main things I was connecting, of course, to the laws that goes with innocence, the proportionality of like how he reacts to what was going on, aka a push versus like a stab. And then of course, like you can't claim self-defense whenever you literally escalated the situation, which I think he did. So that's why I think it's just completely invalid.
He escalated because he's black. But what law talks about proportionality?
You're just saying that.
Okay, excellent. Let's figure it out. Let's read the law. Let's read the law then. Okay, so proportionality is out the window. So this idea of proportionality is just out the window, and you just believe that he should have acted, quote unquote, proportionately.
How is proportionality out of the window? Propaganda. Like, it's common sense. If you get like slapped in the face, that doesn't give you the right to use a pew to someone's head.
Is it common sense or is it the law? Because I'm talking about the law here. You said that he broke the law. You said that it's proportionality. You couldn't find one out there. Okay, excellent. So this is what I'm saying. You couldn't find the law because it doesn't exist. You made it up because you hate black people, and that's cool.
Incorrect. Like, I don't even know why you're still making that assumption that I hate black people. Because I support black creators. Like, I literally do everything to support black people. I don't care about none of that. Of course you don't, because it doesn't fit your narrative that I don't like black people. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. That's just very odd. You really don't have to care about that, because that's no, it's completely wrong. I am literally a black woman who literally empowers other black people with the things I do.
You're a black woman.
So the fact that you're saying that I do not hate black people is completely wrong, because I disagree about one case.
Like, I understand it completely and totally. You're a Candace Owens, 100%.
I'm really
not. Now that we've
like,
established that you're a Candace Owens, I just want you to show me the law he broke and where it says proportionality. Or did you make that the fuck up because white people told you that?
Oh my goodness. Notice how I'm not even coming at you. You're the one who is coming at me aggressively. Like, I promise you.
I'm coming at you aggressively by
you
asking
are coming
you about
at me
the
aggressively
law?
because you're making assumptions that I don't like black people because I disagree with one case.
So now, right, we're right. So now me asking you the law and telling you that you hate black people because you made up some shit about the law to demonize a black person is
Wrong.
me coming at you aggressive? That's what it is? Me coming at you aggressive by telling you the truth
and yelling
about
at
some
me
shit
and
that
saying
you
that I
did?
don't like black people.
Hey, can you please stop? Like, I don't know what's happening right now, but like, stop.
No, I'm sorry. I
please
absolutely
stop.
agree.
Please stop.
It's
Please
just
stop.
very rude.
Please
Like,
stop.
I
Please
respect
stop.
you.
Please stop. Please have a conversation. Please stop.
Just show me the law where it says proportionality.
I just want to say one quick thing, and then I'm going to drop. It floors, and I might cuss a little because it's past time, but like, it fucking floors me that somebody was in the chat begging to come up and saying all this stuff after watching y'all bring up law after law after law. Like, you gave them the answer, right? Law, and you were reading it, right? So the answer was all up there, and they saw it, and they looked at all of that, and they said, you know what I'm gonna do? Because they just said Jeff woke up. Jeff is half asleep. I'm gonna go up here and be a fool and not have no law. Because they're not gonna ask, after they read all the law, they're not gonna ask me for no law. They just gonna say, oh, how you feel about it? And I'm gonna tell them how I feel about it. It floors me that just happened when I was chilling. I was cooling. You saw. I let y'all slide with all the floor law and handcuff. Nobody.
I was
said
just
no
about to say, did you bring the ground law up here, Jeff?
No, nobody said no pauses while y'all was handcuffing each other on the floor and everything. I let all of that go. But then this person come up and not only say, hey, black people guilty because I feel like it, but then black women aggressive because they asking me questions. Like, literally doing the Karen thing in my face while I'm trying to sleep. That's it. I just wanted to point that out, that shit, like, floors me. This close to Juneteenth, this close to Black History Month, this close to MLK's birthday, in fact. That's nuts. This close to Rosa Parks' birthday, this close to my birthday, and in the same universe that the New York Knickerbockers are the NBA champions. In that universe, this is happening.
Hey, I literally said the Knicks in the finals, the Celtics not in the finals. Shout out to the Knicks.
I just want to know.
New York Knickerbockers.
I just want to know, did Jeff find that ground law? Like, I literally thought that's why you were coming up there, because you had the ground law.
How do I drop the host, bro?
I ain't find no ground law, but I did find out that Sean was right, and apparently I do have some Brunson in me. No pause. Yes, Mike Brown. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Let's look up some laws. All right, there, Clandis. Peace.
Clandis is crazy work. See, this is all I care about is the law. I don't understand it. I don't understand how people can just be like, I just don't want to know shit. I just want to say whatever the fuck I want to say and not get upset when people say, I'm wrong because I'm reading the law. Nuts. Am I crazy? Is it too much to ask to read the law, bro? I'll take that as a yes. I'll take it as a yes. Look, Michaela, nowhere in the law does it say any of the things that you said. So I just don't know where you got it from. So if you could just point it out to me.
So can we look at, I guess, Texas Penal Code 9.32?
Holy.
Okay. Let's look at Texas Penal Code 9.32.
No. W's in chat for April for the Galaxy. No, Sean.
What I do? What I do? I asked for the law. You're right. You're right. Go ahead.
Michaela, please go back and watch the stream from earlier. We've already done this one.
I'm sorry, I wasn't even paying attention to it. There were some times where I'm not even gonna lie, of course, I was typing in the chat. Other times I was bouncing between apps. So I didn't see 100% like what y'all were saying and like regarding it. So I didn't even know
it's a losing effort. 9.31, 9.32, it's a losing effort. It's a losing effort.
Both 9.31 and 9.32 agree with me. So I just don't understand what.
And I'm sorry, that wasn't like a backlash towards you. It was a backlash. I had flashback just now from like the other guy
from Pigeon.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really not even going to lie. I didn't even know y'all looked at that specific law because, of course, I wasn't looking at the live the whole time. So that's my fault if you already brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we brought it up earlier. It agrees with us. It talks about any action that the person who is being under attack deems necessary. I don't understand where this would be a proportionality or anything else. This literally says it's perfectly fine to unalive a person if they use unlawful force against you. And you said that he escalated the situation. Okay, let's go into the situation. Where does it say that like he like one, how did he escalate? So let's figure that out. How did he escalate the situation?
So like based on like what I'm going off of, sorry, I'm like a little tired. Like it's like almost 1 a.m. now. So I guess the main thing would be if I was like looking at his shoes, like that's how I'm going to look at it. Mainly if I was told to leave multiple times from a tent that is not mine, then I would just leave, in my opinion.
That was the first debate.
I think that would be the best way. But instead of leaving,
that was literally our opening debate.
Wait. Let her
I wasn't here for that, so I really don't know. So like if I were in the shoes, if I were in the shoes and was told to leave multiple times in a place that I am not supposed to be allowed in, I would just leave.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
He should have left. And I think that's escalating the situation instead of actually leaving and just saying, okay,
existing while
this
black
isn't my tent,
is escalating the situation.
Saying like de-escalating the situation, like, oh, put your hands on me, see what happens, knowing that you have a poker in your bag, then I think that's escalating the situation.
Okay, excellent. So existing while black and then telling someone to essentially leave you alone and telling them just don't put their hands on you.
No, being in a place that you are told to leave multiple times, bringing a weapon on school grounds where you're not supposed to have it, and then like
wait, what authority did Austin did Austin Metcalf have to tell him to leave?
The authority, like, of course, there wasn't an adult under the tent at the time,
right? But what authority did Austin Metcalf have to tell him to leave? The authority that was
given by his coach.
His coach didn't give him that authority.
I saw something else, and that's something else
out of the tent. Wait, the coach gave him the specific authority to kick people out the tent?
No, the coach had the authority of saying like, "You are."
Yeah, I said,
like, I'm telling you to step up today.
Austin Metcalf. What authority did he have
to kick out Carmelo Anthony from the tent?
If it's not his team's tent, and you're being told to leave, I just
what
don't understand.
Authority did Austin Metcalf
then I guess
have?
He didn't have the authority.
Okay,
I'm
so
not sure.
you saying he was told to leave means nothing because like that's literally like me walking into Walmart and telling you to leave. It means nothing.
Literally this. But
sorry,
you forget.
I lost the train of thought.
You forget Metcalf was white, so he had that authority because she hates black people.
But again, if Metcalf was black and told him to leave, it was the grounds will still stand that you should still leave.
Under whose authority?
Again, there was no authority because the main authority.
So then if there's no authority, then you don't have to leave, right?
Then why not leave? If you are trying to
why do you have to leave if there's no authority?
Because if you are avoiding a situation,
do you just randomly listen to people to tell you? Do you
I'm like being so
when people randomly tell you when people randomly tell you shit? Do you just like do it?
No, but if I'm trying to avoid a situation that will make it worse, I will leave. If I see,
you know what would have avoided the situation if Austin Metcalf would have minded his fucking business. Like what Dude, why would I have to?
Still
Like,
doesn't
okay,
even
let's
like
just do
need
this.
to
Let's
get
just do
stabbed.
this.
Like, I don't
Let's
even
just do this.
understand.
Awesome. That's cool. That's cool. You would have left. Awesome. That's amazing. You're scared. You're scary. That's amazing. Do you
I'm
have
cautious and I'm smart and I leave when I'm told.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
you're cautious. You're cautious and you're smart. But Carmelo Anthony wasn't the one who was harmed in this situation. But listen, do you have a duty to retreat in Texas? Yes or no?
a duty to retreat, like you're talking about leaving the tent.
Do you have a duty to retreat in any situation in which you are lawfully present?
I'm not sure.
The answer is no. It's literally no duty to retreat. It's a no duty to retreat state. It is a stand your ground state. No duty to retreat is the type of law umbrella that stand your ground is under. It's literally another word for stand your ground. You have no duty to run away from a conflict. You stand your ground and defend yourself. You saying
but
he should have left.
Trying to avoid a situation,
you're saying I don't
why
give a
would you
fuck
stay?
about
I truly don't understand
that shit. I don't give a fuck about none
of course you don't, and
shit.
that's why he's paying the price. He didn't care either, and that's why he's paying the
100%, 100%. Because it's not because he's black and the law literally is on his side, but white people have a tendency of convicting black people for falsely of murder. It's not because of that. Because like the government doesn't say that. The Office of Justice Statistics doesn't say that. I just made that shit the fuck up. The National Exonerations Bureau doesn't say that. I just made that the fuck up. I just came up here and said a bunch of dumbass shit out of my mouth without reading the law at all and without knowing anything at all, right? That's what you're saying, right? And the reason why you're right is because existing while black is a crime apparently to you.
No, again, you're just saying that to fit your narrative.
You literally said that the penal code
disagree with other black people.
Look, you said the penal code that he broke. You said the penal code that he broke. Your argument was that the penal code, the Texas penal code that he broke, was not leaving the situation. And that is what escalated the situation. Existing while black escalated the situation. Those are your words. I asked you for the penal fucking code, and you said escalating the situation was the penal code that he broke because existing while black was breaking the penal code because he should have left and not went somewhere that he was unwelcome. That's what you fucking said. So don't sit here and pretend as if I'm mischaracterizing something you said. I asked specific questions. You gave specific answers. I said, what's the penal code? You said 9.32. I said, where at in 9.32? You said the escalation of the situation. I said, how did he escalate the situation? You said he didn't leave and also he wasn't welcome. That's the penal code you said he broke. Existing while black. So stop pretending we don't know what I pride myself on tracking.
I promise you, I'm not pretending. Again, if I don't fit your narrative, that's up to you. I really do not care. What happened was he should have listened to leave the tent. It's really that simple. And if he had left the tent.
All right, Clandis Owens.
You thought
he shouldn't have existed while black.
You finished the debate. She's back. Finish the debate.
Listen, I can't take Santana nowhere, bruh. Your mic is a little low, by the way.
Oh, I turned it down because I was chewing lasagna. Sorry.
Listen, man, if you're going to tell me that existing while black is the law that he broke, it literally nigga, like what is happening? What are we talking about? What are we doing? For Twitch and for YouTube, it's over here. Like, nigga. What's the
really
penal
want
code
to have this debate on like Juneteenth? I don't get this one. This seems like violence. Like, Sean, I don't understand why you want to do this on Juneteenth.
He should have left, Santana. He should have left because he was black.
Well, no, because Austin Metcalf had authority. Authority invested in him by white Jesus. Gonna hide behind the mountain. I'm gonna hide behind the mountain. I'm gonna hide behind the mountain where the chilly winds don't blow. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
The reason why I kicked her is because she could not give me a penal code in which he broke. And she was up here in real time trying to convince us that existing while black was breaking a penal code.
Mm-hmm.
That is what she tried to tell us. That is what she tried to convince us of. And when I disagreed that existing while black was breaking a penal code, she said he should have listened. He should have done it anyway. He wasn't wanted. He should have went away. It's literally white supremacist rhetoric. Literally white supremacist rhetoric.
Yep.
W to Joey. W. I think that's J Hops, actually. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, I think that's J Hops. WJ Hops for sending 20 to the Vimo, saying for new seltzer flavors. You know, I've actually been trying to get, I love me some seltzer. I've been trying to get in the coconut water lately, though. I will tell you that, but I will buy some seltzers with that 20. W to Santana for sending over the 65 in donations from the chat. I appreciate you, W. I don't like to say donations, though. I like to say gifts because donations are taxable. Thank you for.
I like to call it tithing. Thank you for tithing at the Church of Santana. We got a 501c over here. Thank you for tithing.
I love that. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's. I wanted to say Jamie, but I think it's Jamie actually. Thanks for bringing this great topic to Santana's Live tonight. Actively listening. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Listen, y'all. I gotta go.
Let me read this one off real quick. Dubs in chat for Ari for the $2 super chat to say, please bring Sean back more. She's the GOAT. Sean doesn't like to hang out with me. There's that. That's literally that. That's the only reason we don't see Sean is because Sean tithing. I said tithing, not tiding. It's late. Tithing. Sean doesn't like to hang out with me. So
that's cap, chat.
Factual information.
Absolute cap. Listen, chat. You see this? See this bottle right here? What Santana's doing is this. That's
chat. Don't let Sean
doing.
Gaslight you. Sean will gaslight you if you allow her.
It's cap. It's cap. Listen. I like hanging out with Santana a lot. I will say this: I let Santana do his thing on Sparring. I let Santana do his thing. He be talking to donuts and knocking them out the ring, knocking them out the box and all that. Step in if you dare. I love it. I absolutely, I love it. For real, I do. But I'm gonna let him do his thing. I don't do electoral politics.
No.
I don't want to talk about Trump. I don't want to talk about all of them the same to me. I don't want to talk about Trump. I don't want to talk about Kamala. I don't want to talk about Hillary. I don't want to do.
But what about Biden?
Well, what about Biden? As soon as somebody do that shit, oh my god, oh my god, bro. Oh, yo.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And they keep bringing, bro. I don't know. Well, I'm sure you've seen it lately because you debate them. They've been bringing back up Hunter Biden's laptop. Bro.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, this 17-year-old case, nigga. What is going?
You know
on,
why
bro?
though, right?
Oh, 100%.
You know what's on that 100%. Laptop, right?
There's a couple different things they said that was on that laptop, but I do believe
you know what they're trying to see him do, right?
What exactly are they trying to see him do?
They're trying to see Hunter Biden go meat to meat. On his laptop, he going meat to meat. Yeah, that's what's on that laptop. That's literally what's on that laptop. They're trying to see Hunter Biden go meat to meat. That's why they keep bringing it up.
That's funny as shit. I walk right into that one, chat.
And
No
that's
pause.
what Jeff would call a callback.
That was a great callback. Hey, clap it up for Santana. Clap it up for Santana, please. I appreciate you.
No, listen.
I appreciate you. But no, it's been blowing the shit out of me. I don't like talking about electoral politics. I'm a socialist. I'm a communist. So I like talking about ending capitalism and all that shit. I like talking about black liberation and all that shit, abolishing prisons and police, all that shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I got into the Carmelo Anthony case was because in the Chud the Builder case is because I see the same people, no joke, the same people saying that Carmelo Anthony is guilty, saying that Chud the Builder, who did the things they swear Carmelo Anthony did by provoking an action, by giving people reason to think that he was going to use deadly force, by being reckless with a firearm and discharging a firearm negligently into an open crowd, even though it only hit him, he still fired it in the direction of an open crowd. I don't care what nobody say. Those are all against the law. Those are three Tennessee statutes. Tennessee statute 39-11-601 talks about these exact things. Like 3 different offenses that he broke. And people are like, nah, man, you just think that he is guilty because he hates black people. I'm like, no, bro, if you're talking about the law says don't do this, and don't do this. He did this. Here's the evidence. He did this. Here's the evidence. And he did this. And the evidence is he's in the hospital.
You know what's funny about Chud? Like, I don't even really think he hates black people. I think that he just knows that America hates black people and he's a clout chaser, and he could use the fact that America hates black people for clout. The moment that hit me is when he started calling white people the N-word.
True.
I was like, he's just spamming it now at anybody because, like, that's what he knows.
Right.
I mean, they know they can make a shit ton of money off of like racism, hating black people, and
oh,
so
man.
Yeah.
I think that the reason I tell the chat this, it's a multitude of reasonings, but my brother gave another reason as to why we should be doing this and talking about the Carmelo Anthony case more often. Not to try and get you to do it on Juneteenth, Santana. I'm just saying to the crowd, like the reasons why I felt to do it, because if we don't do it, other people are going to do it, and they do it really badly. They do it so badly. I've seen people who are supposedly on my side. I don't say supposedly, they are on my side, but they will say things. They just have weak arguments for this.
Yeah.
Maybe they haven't read the law. They'll say things like it should have been a manslaughter charge. No, it shouldn't have. It was absolutely self-defense. Nothing that he did broke a law.
Yeah.
And the best argument, this is saying something too. The best argument that we had is when Clandis Owens came up here and said existing while black is against statute 9.32. That actually might be fucking true, to be honest with you, because it's fucking Texas. So maybe she actually had a point. Bring her back up, as a matter of fact. She might have cooked me on the low.
Don't worry, I got you.
You got me? There she is. But like, no, it's just if we don't talk about it, other people will, and they do it badly. And not just the people, not to just shit on the people who are on my side who say those things, because I still fuck with those people for the most part. I just wish that they had better arguments, and I wish they read the law, and I wish they were just like more positioned and principled. It doesn't matter. It's okay. But
I mean, to be honest though, Sean, like you know me, if it would have been anybody else that would have brought this to me, saying like, hey, don't do what you normally do this, whatever. You know, I'm not the best with like just taking feedback or whatever, but it takes a certain level of respect for me to just shift anything that I have planned and do something different. And you coming and saying like, hey, I want to do this was more than enough for me to say, all right, this is important, we need to do it. So like, I agree, but then I just don't think everyone has, to your point, the faculties to have these conversations.
No, 100%. And the other spectrum is worse than the people I talked about. People with bad arguments it was the best thing that I'd seen. The other side that I had seen, I literally saw a live where someone said on Juneteenth, they're going to be celebrating the life of Austin Metcalf. Literally saw a live about that. They're going to be hosting a memorial live for Austin Metcalf on Juneteenth.
You know what I'm going to be doing?
What you going to be doing?
I'm going to be smoking on that Kirk pack for an upper.
Smoking on.
And then that Metcalf pack for a downer.
Ooh.
Had that Kirk pack to get me through the day. Had that Metcalf pack to get me through the night.
Fair enough. But yeah, these are the reasons as to why. Jeff gave me another reason as to why, because I was talking to him on the phone before this, and he had another take like a week ago. But today he told me that he had, another take, and it was that we need to talk about it because the family, Austin Metcalf's family, is on TikTok. They're on Facebook. They're on all of this other stuff. So the idea that Carmelo Anthony's family is not on TikTok, not on Facebook, not on Instagram is just, that doesn't even sound plausible to me. Yeah. And I think, and he thinks this as well, I got this from Jeff, they need the support, man.
Yeah.
They need the support. They need people who are willing to be like, hey, look, we are talking about this. Like we are talking about the injustice that was done through a racist system that railroaded a black person and forced them to have court on the weekend, which is something that is unfucking heard of.
Mm-hmm.
Texans, think about that. Texans skipped church to put a nigga behind bars.
Yeah.
Texans.
Well, Texans used to leave church to put them in trees, so like that doesn't shock me that they would skip church and put them behind bars. So yeah. Anywho, Sean, any more W's for you?
We check. We refresh.
Hit that refresh.
I do.
Rewind.
Let's say Laura
remember that night?
said 5 and said tithing for my goddess. Thank you.
Oh wait, Sean doesn't have a 501c. Anyway, go ahead.
Tithing for my goddess. I'll take it. I appreciate you. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate you so much. But that was it. That's all I got. I gotta go to bed, y'all. I really do appreciate y'all for being here, for putting up with me. Thank you, Santana, for giving me this platform. Hopefully we can do this again soon.
Yeah.
Because I had to come on here to show niggas how it's done, bro. Like, I had to do that. I had to do it. Like, the team is just too strong for me to sit around and be doom scrolling on TikTok and watching niggas botch arguments that are so easy if you just pull up the penal code. Like, it's just, I wanted to give y'all some ammunition. So please go out there and do your worst.
Yeah, they out here Nick Young and with open threes. Am I wrong? Goddamn Swaggy P.
God damn. Y'all gonna take that, chat? If I were you, chat, I'd be going live right now to show Santana. I ain't no motherfucking Nick Young.
Yeah, Swaggy P.
Nigga, I'm PJ Tucker. I'm a 3-point specialist out this motherfucker.
But that's only in the corner. All right.
Oh man. For the white people, PJ Tucker is a basketball player who specializes in 3-point shooting.
He's a Negro that plays in the National Basketball Association.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Hey, look, stay dangerous out here. All right? For real. Don't stay safe. Safes get cracked.
Yep. Yep. And if you're lucky, you'll get cracked too. Sean, I appreciate you.
This nigga, man. Meat to meat.
Meat to meat.
I tell you, peace, land back and bread. I love you, mean it. Bye.
Bye. W's in the chat for Sean, guys. W's in the chat for Sean. Shit. Oh, man. What a night. What a night, chat. What a night. Holy smokes. I got to catch up with a couple of thank yous. W's in the chat for JJ for the $10 donation. Said, I don't understand everything considering you cover more topics than the president on your stream. But I'm getting what you're putting down. Thanks, Santana. Tulsa alive. So I'll just say this. I think it's important to, I think a lot of time people can get caught up in the monotony of the same old thing over and over and over. And while I do find value in having some of the similar tough conversations, I find more value in challenging people to think, like more than debating. Like that's the one thing that I hope people take from any time that I hit this button and I go live. I really do hope that people stop and take something away so they can think. Genuinely mean that. Genuinely mean that. And you talking about how am I gonna end now? Because it's time to go to bed, baby. Debbie's in the chat for Melissa. Oh wait, hold on. I don't see. Wait, it just said oh, okay. It said it started a conversation. I don't know what the conversation. Did I miss the donation? What am I seeing? I don't see. Oh, I don't know. I might have fucked up. Debbie's in the chat for Courtney for the $5 donation. Said, hey, let me virtual signal for a second. JK, LMAO. I love you. I love you too, Courtney. Like, it was wild. They were definitely doing that all night. Debbie's in the chat for Natalie for the $15 donation for Chocolate Thunder. Boom. I know that's right. Debbie's in the chat for Natalie. And Debbie's in the chat for Kristen. Kristen, thank you so much for the $25 donation. Debbie's in the chat for the $25 donation. Just love, no message, but I appreciate the hell out of you. Let me check Twitch. Debbie's in the chat for Quiet Violet, who sent one cheer, said, Santana, if I get my grandpa to debate you, will you debate, or my grandma to debate you, will you debate her? She's extremely racist and a Trump supporter, but I can't get her to debate Dean, but I don't want her to call you the N-word, so I don't know. Listen, yeah, tell her come debate me. Tell her to come debate me. So Adorna made a video the other day, and Adorna made a video, I reposted it, and it was showing how, like, Adorna's like, listen, old white people, they be having dementia, and they forget their names, but they won't forget that they hate Nick. That was in the chat, Quiet Velvet. Listen, yeah, tell your grandma, come on over here and debate me. Come on over here and debate me, but just let her know I'm not gonna take it anywhere disrespectful. But the old black ladies in my life don't play about me. I won't take it anywhere disrespectful, but the old black ladies in my life, they don't play about Santana, so she can walk over here, but she might limp back. She can walk over, but she might limp back. Meat to meat. Anyway, W's in the chat for the donos, guys. That's it. We're all caught up. Let us get ready to. You said the young ones either? Yeah. W's in the chat for all the black women, and especially in my life. And not only black women, but just the women, period. They're like, there's no way. I'm blessed to be surrounded by so many amazing women, from like the women in my family, to like my wife, to the wonderful women mods, to like the creators that I get to share places and spaces with, the women, the film presenting people. Like, you guys are dope. Oh, well, Kobe, looks like you're not going to load. Kobe, it looks like you left before I could bring you up. Too bad, Kobe. Too bad, Kobe. You're not gonna. No, you're not loading. No, no, no. You didn't load, Kobe. Gotta be quicker than that, Cody. Not Cody. God damn it. That's how you know it's time to go. Now I'm calling you Cody instead of Kobe. Try again real quick. For what, Kobe? Kobe, you want me to bring you up so we can go meet the meat? You trying to go meet the meat? Guys, Kobe's trying to get thousands of people hear my voice right now. If you can hear my voice, Kobe is trying to go meet the meat with me. That's why he can't. He's trying to get up here so he can go meet to meet. Kobe, if I bring you up, that means you're trying to go meet the meat. I'm about to check the request. If I bring you up here, then you're confirming that you're trying to go meet the meat. I knew it, Kobe. Guys, he admitted it. Got him. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. Let's get out of here, guys.
You stepped in a box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats and get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey, W's in the chat for the chat. W's in the chat for the chat. Special W's in the chat for Sean. Sean was amazing. Guys, don't let me take any credit because this was Sean's topic. This was amazing. I'm really happy that Sean gave me the opportunity to host this with her. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and like, we'll be back with it. I'm still, at first I was like, yeah, let's do it on Juneteenth. Now these people hate black people so much all the time. I don't know if I'm gonna let them have that on Juneteenth. I think I'm just gonna have, I don't know. Anyway, we'll you know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I love you guys. Hey, I'll be back in the morning. Go take a nap, and I'll be back. But by the time you wake up, I'll be live again. Okay? Okay. Go. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifts, the taps, the likes, the shares. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you all for being absolutely amazing. Thank you all for being you. I miss you so much. I'm so happy to be back. I love you all, and as always, peace.